Hello everyone and welcome back to the third match of the sixth season, I think, of the Blind Bingo
Yes.
series. Jeez, I already forgot which season we're on. I am definitely prepared. But maybe we have two people here who are more or less more prepared.
Yeah?
Who are the two people in question?
Our contestants, Pika and Sloths.
Wow, how dare you imply I'm prepared?
Dude,
I feel very much the opposite.
all I'm saying is one of them sent me a message saying, "Can we do this very difficult glitch?" And I was like, "No." And the other one said, "Who the hell's doing that in a blind bingo?" So I think this is gonna be an interesting ride.
I have a feeling I know which of these two people is whom. Also, my headphones just died. So give me a second while I fix that.
Perfect. How else would we like to see a start of
All right, there we go.
match.
My headphones are fixed now.
Well done.
So just to clarify, you are both starting on new file and there is no FFM. So if people don't know, FFM refers to a glitch way to start the game where you have all of the moves unlocked immediately.
Yes, I would totally know how to do that.
It requires setting up a very specific file and is a pain in the ass to do. And honestly, it doesn't even save that much time, So for the purposes of a bingo here, I think I'm happy with this. That being said, we have Pika, and I'm trying to think here. Who's helping Pika? Is it Batman or Sloths?
It's Sloths.
It's
Yeah,
Sloths. Okay.
I'm
I
helping.
don't know who. Dude, I'm not prepared for this. No one is.
Yes,
So
Sloths,
Pika
please
has
help me.
Sloths helping him, and then wait, what? No, Sloths the other committer. What the fuck are you talking about? Wait, do one of you not have helper?
Yeah, my team doesn't want to help me today.
Oh,
I'm flying solo.
Well, good luck to Sloths flying solo. Batman will be helping Pika. I was right the first time. How dare you gaslight me?
So that's what you get for raiding my stream. I don't understand what you're talking about.
Oh
you
God.
came to me.
Dude, I'm about to ban Batman forever.
I'm surprised I haven't been banned yet. Let's be real.
Well, regardless, maybe we can do that as a poll later on. I don't know if we ban Batman or not. But regardless, let's go ahead. Let's get this going. So, Sloths, I want to make sure you're starting on new file.
Yep.
Okay.
So to whoever can actually see my screen, am I on the right?
Yes, you are fine. You are great.
Okay. And I guess the setup is that once we start the countdown, we go into our team channels, and at least for me, I'll put my screen for Batman to see.
Yeah, I'll drag you guys into Team VCs. Don't worry.
Nice. Okay.
All right. With that being said, let's go ahead and get going. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's get ourselves bingoing.
Let's have fun. Wrong event, Pika.
All right, Floha.
Match number 3. Rob still has no clue who's in which team despite deciding them himself.
Shut up. All right. So let's
I'm
look
just
over
reading
this.
what chat is saying.
Oh my goodness. Vilhunt, please. Alright, so let's look over this board real quick. So first thing that I'm noticing is 100% MM. Because MM refers to the very first level in the game. Mumbo's Mountain.
Oh god.
So 100%ing Mumbo's Mountain, if you know what you're doing, can be done in like 10 minutes. So it actually can be done quickly. So what's interesting, we're already seeing quite the difference because Sloths knew how to skip the text and Pika does not. Sloths, so this beginning area of the game is called Spiral Mountain. And the only things that you can actually do in Spiral Mountain is collect what are called honeycombs. So you just saw Sloths grab one there. If you get 6 honeycomb pieces, then you get 1 extra bar on your health. So grabbing the honeycombs here might be good for safety, but it doesn't help with any gold. So I guess Sloths is trying to... Oh, did I just say Pika's on the Switch version?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be a little problematic because you cannot skip the text on the Switch version.
Ooh.
So last week, we saw an amazing game that I'm suddenly blanking on. Pikmin. We saw Pikmin. And if people remember, it was mentioned that in a future version of Pikmin, they remapped a button wrong, which led to them not being able to skip text in that version. The exact same thing happens in Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh my god.
Where you can't skip the text on the future version. So that being said though, while Pika can't skip the text, Pika also is going to have less lag. So there are advantages to what Pika's doing. Pika's also not going for the honeycombs at all, and is instead just going straight into the game. So Sloths is going to have 1 extra health bar slot there, as you can see. But besides that, Pika's technically in the lead at the moment. Where's the goal list? Bruh, what do you mean?
think Batman is still traumatized from the generic bingo. Oh man, I see. Well, we're already off to a good start here. You know, the helper that's supposed to Google stuff, you know, is asking on how to get stuff, on how to get the explanations for goals.
Yeah, I don't know. What I do see is Sloths is catching up. They're both working on this. So the main collectible in this game are these jigsaw pieces called Jiggies. And in order to enter a new level, you have to complete the picture with enough Jiggies to open it. So they got 1 Jiggy each, and they just opened Mumbo's Mountain, the first level of the game. So, goals that are relevant for Mumbo's Mountain, I would say. Honestly, I'm looking at this entire row 5 for a little bit. So, use all transformations. There are 5 transformations in the game. And the first one is here on Mumbo's Mountain. So, in order to get that, they have to get 5 Mumbo's skulls. Actually, no, there's 4 transformations.
I mean,
sorry.
if they're doing 100% in this level, I would assume they need to do that anyways.
They would, unless they know of a skip. There actually are skips to skip the transformation while 100%ing the level. And the skips aren't too bad. The other goals that I would be looking at, as we said, 100%ing the level, but also 15 jiggies between two worlds. This is a level where there's a lot of easy jiggies to get. Oh, there's also the Hunt Destroyer jiggy, row 1, column 3. That's a real easy one to get. So, let's see here. Other things to note. There's notes in every level. As you can see, Sloths is collecting some now. One thing, and this is another big difference between the two versions they're playing. On Pika's version, if Pika dies, Pika will keep all of the notes that they collected. If Sloths died, then they all reset. And that's important because you only leave with the number of notes that you have collected at maximum. So, let's say Sloth collects 30 notes and then dies. He still hasn't recorded that he got 30 notes, but if he wants to get more notes from the level, he has to first collect 30 notes, and then every additional note will count from there.
Oh god, that sounds terrible.
It definitely is for 100%ing the game. That being said, for this level, getting all 100 notes without dying is easy. No one should be dying on this level. After this level, we're probably going to see a lot of dying, but this level's usually pretty good.
I mean,
So,
I guess we can assume Sloths has the advantage because he has one more honeycomb.
I wouldn't say so. I would say Sloths is definitely in a better position as far as staying alive goes, but it's the way this game is that it's pretty open-ended, and it'll really depend on just what happens. Because like I said, dying for Sloths is going to be way more hurtful than dying for Pika. Pika dying might lose like a minute maximum. Sloths dying, depending on the situation, could lose like 5 minutes or more. And it's because of the versions they're on. So, talking to the mole guys here is what gets them moves. So the move that Sloths is getting right now is the ability for Kazooie, the bird in the backpack, to shoot eggs out.
I think if I remember correctly, there's like 100 notes per level.
Yes, there's 100 notes per level, 9 levels, so 900 notes total. They will not need to get every single note. At most, I don't even see them getting to like the last like 2 stages of the game. But realistically, we'll probably see them get somewhere around 4 to 500. 4 or 500 notes total is my guess. So let's see here. After Mumbo's Mountain, the next level will be Treasure Trove Cove, TTC. And I'm only seeing one goal for TTC here, which is all notes. Getting all notes in TTC can be a rough thing to do if you don't know where they are. So let's see here. Pika is entered the Termite Hill. This is where you would need the transformation unless you do a glitch.
Someone tells me Pika does not know the glitch.
No, he does not. But what Pika does need to do is get that skull up there. So you can get that skull up there normally by doing exactly what Pika's doing now. There you go. So Pika did a great job, but as we're going to see here, if you jump there, you'll slide right off any further. So in order to be able to walk on a very steep slope like that, you need to become a termite. Yeah, Pika is trying. I don't think Pika is going for the skip. But if Pika is, then oh boy. Yeah,
I'm
Pika
not even
needs
sure
to
if
just
Pika
leave.
knows that he needs the transformation here.
Well, Pika is Batman.
You think
Pika
Batman
almost-
knows is the question.
Well, maybe. So the area that Sloths was just in, that's where the transformation happens, but you need 5 skulls in order to make it happen.
Okay, Pika is backing out.
Alright. Now, if we look at Sloth's screen, he is starting to destroy these huts. If you destroy all 6 huts, that would be row 1, column 3, the Hut Destroyer Jiggy. So right now, they're actually pretty evenly matched, I would say.
So far, it looks like Sloths at least knows what he's doing.
Yeah, Sloths definitely has an idea of what they're doing, which definitely will help them, given that they don't have a helper themselves. So Sloth's at 6 Jiggies. It should be said, getting 6 Jiggies is enough to open both the second and the third levels at this point, so. And with that, Sloths has the first goal of the Hut Destroyer Jiggy. They can mark it off basically whenever. I don't know if they realize that it's a goal. Funny enough, Pika's got it, and Pika's the first to mark it, actually. Sloths, I think, now realizes that it was a goal and marks it. Still, it matters who hit it first. Pika is in the lead at the moment.
Yeah, as we say, no click, no did.
Yeah, that's something we say?
I don't know, I just made that up on the fly. But I think
It's
it's a pretty good one.
It's something we say now, I guess. Sure, why not? So Pika only being at 3 Jiggies is not great for Pika. Sloths is doing a good job of... Wow, Sloths actually just did a skip. Oh, wow. So, collecting all 5 of these colorful creatures that are called Jinjos results in you getting a Jiggy. Every time you collect a Jiggy, Banjo does a little dance. But what Sloths did there was he actually jumped into the Jiggy and landed in the water, which results in Banjo holding the Jiggy in his hand like that. Essentially, what that does is it skips the Jiggy dance animation, saving about 5 seconds. So it's a minor skip, but it definitely shows that Sloths has been looking into this game. So as you can see, now the Jiggy counts, but Sloths didn't have to do the animation at all. So Sloths is basically done with the level, except for getting notes and 1 Jiggy. Oh, actually, ooh. Sloth, I just thought of something, actually. There's 2 honeycombs. Know how Sloth had grabbed the empty honeycombs at Spiral Mountain? There's 2 of those in every level as well. The issue is that Sloths actually well, I don't know if Pika's done it yet. Sloths did something that makes it currently impossible to get the honeycomb. But if they exit the level and re-enter the level, then they get the honeycomb.
Oh,
So,
what's that?
So one of the Jiggies that they got involved shooting eggs into a totem pole, and then each section of the totem pole would disappear. What you're supposed to do is, before shooting the last section of the totem pole away, jump on top of it, and the honeycomb is right on top of it.
Oh.
Because they shot that part of the totem pole away, they're going to have a hard time doing it. Oh, sloths. Okay, I think sloths took one shot at doing the skip or realized what was going on. So sloths needs to make a decision here. Either go for the full 100% or leave and just start getting goals elsewhere. And it looks like sloths is deciding to leave. Now? Oh, maybe? Yeah, sloths is deciding to leave. If you're
Can you do the
given that sloths,
100% in this level right from the very beginning?
you can, yeah. You can. There's only one level that requires backtracking. Every other level you get 100% when you first enter it. So I think Sloths is definitely the better player of the two, at least based on early game. But Pika having a helper and playing on a more beginner-friendly version, I believe, will be helpful. Alright, so let's see here. Sloths is going to be unlocking... Oh. Here we go. Sloths is going to be unlocking level 2 now, Treasure Trove Cove. So as I mentioned, there's no...
that? I see we have all nodes.
Yeah, and that's really about it. I suppose if they wanted to, they could try to get the Jiggies there for 15 Jiggies between two worlds, but... honestly, I would just focus on getting some easy goal or easy ones in TTC. Even getting all notes in TTC isn't... if you don't know where they are, it can be a little difficult. Alright. So, Pika got the same Jiggy that Sloths did, but the animation that we're watching Pika do right now is the animation that Sloths skipped. Alright. So Sloths has enough of the skulls now to go back and open the tournament if they want, but it looks like they're going to not. I think they're trying to figure out how to enter the second level now. Yep, you want to drop down there. Uh-oh. Yep, they're going the right way, it looks like. Alright. So Sloth is going to be entering Treasure Trove Coves shortly. Pika, meanwhile, is cleaning up in Mumbo's Mountain. So the question will be, how many notes does Pika get, and how many Jiggies does Pika get? And if Pika tries to go for 100%. So Pika's now at 8 Jiggies. And 91 notes. So Pika's actually doing a really good job here. So the 2 Jiggies that Pika's missing, one of them is the totem pole that is still spinning. And the other one is the one that requires the transformation. It looks like Pika's going to go for totem pole now. Will Pika know to get the honeycomb up here, though? That's the question. It looks like no.
Doesn't look like it.
So as I said, if they exit the level and re-enter it, they can go back and get the honeycomb. Oh, I think Pika just saw the honeycomb too. Oh, maybe you can get it actually from the ground. I'm not sure. Sloths is unlocking another new move. This one allows Kazooie to do a high bounce, a high jump, but only on these green not platforms, green pads, I guess. Oh, is Pika? No. No, okay. I thought Pika was trying to die for a second, and I was like, I don't know if that's a smart move. I think what the situation Peak is in is that everything they need at this point is basically locked behind getting the transformation. So they need to get all of these skulls. They need 5 skulls in order to get the transformation. There's only 5 in this level. Pika found all 5 of them. Alright, we're ignoring the witch switch. That's okay. Pika's actually in a better position to 100% MM then. If Pika gets the transformation here. And it looks like Pika's going straight for it, yeah. Alright, so this is Mumbo. Mumbo likes to transform us into useful things. So we're going to give Mumbo 5 Mumbo tokens, and they will make us into a termite. So most of the transformations are kind of bad. You want to minimize the amount of time you're in the transformations because they're slow. But each of them has some sort of a gimmick. So the termite transformation here, as I said earlier, will allow Pika to walk up steep slopes, specifically the steep slopes that are inside of this area here. So earlier, when Pika jumped up here, they slid right off, but now you can just walk right across easily. Still need to jump, but, you know.
I think Sloths needs 6 Jiggies from this level.
I believe so. I believe Sloths left with 9, yeah. I believe Sloths left with 9. With that, Pika has all 100 notes in Mumbo's Mountain. They're about to get the last Jiggy. The only thing they're lacking on are the honeycombs. Alright, grabbing an extra life doesn't hurt. They do not have 100% MM. I'm gonna let them know that. I'm gonna go tell them real quick.
Alright. So, in the meantime, what is Sloths up to?
Alright. I told them that they needed the honeycombs for 100%. So, they're gonna work on getting the honeycombs now. Alright. Sloths, meanwhile, making good, steady progress here in TTC. As we said earlier, there's not really a lot of goals here, but by getting a good amount of easy jiggies and notes, it makes it so that they can really just focus on the goals in the future levels and not getting random stuff. So they're setting themselves up better in the long run. Alright. Pika getting out of the termite transformation, and I believe gonna re-enter, yep. So now all they need to do is... don't recollect the notes. You don't need to recollect the notes. You just need the honeycombs. So one of the things that I haven't talked about yet with this game is they're going to have to do management of resources, and in particular eggs. So as you can see, Pika at the moment is 57 eggs. It can be really annoying if you run out of eggs because collecting eggs isn't the easiest in this game. So now Pika can jump up here and then jump again. Alright, that's one honeycomb, but they need the other honeycomb.
Alright.
I'm gonna put that in just to make sure everyone's on the same page. And hang on.
Yeah. Alright. That's the second
All right,
honeycomb.
so now they have 100% of the level. Because they have all of the moves, they have all the notes, they have all the jiggies. Now they have 100%. So, yep, Pika's now all good. But while Pika has the advantage in that, Sloths has the advantage as far as progress towards getting to other levels. So, I think Pika took the win in the short term. I don't know about the long term. We'll see.
We'll find out.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of finding out, we are coming up on our first 30-minute mark.
Yep.
Which
So we'll probably check in with them.
Our first check-in with our runners.
Yep. We'll see how they're doing, how they're enjoying or not enjoying the controls for this game, because the controls can be confusing. I'm noticing, now that I'm looking over this board, there's a lot of CCW goals, which CCW is the last level of the game, which I doubt we're going to see any of them get to. There's also quite a bit of RBB, which is the second to last level. So, if you can get to those levels, that would be awesome, but I don't see it happening for a lot of them. In fact, there's one level here that I'm now realizing there's not a single goal in.
Oh, jeez.
That is Bubble Gloop Swamp, BGS, the 4th level of the game. So it'll be interesting to see how much they do in that level, because they're probably going to want one of the moves in that level, but they might not unlock it at all. We'll see what they do. Yes, lines don't matter. Most goals in 3 hours. So how many notes is Sloths at? Do we know?
69, I believe.
Okay. So as I said, getting all the notes in this level, if you don't know where they are, can be annoying. So it's for a blind Mingo, I don't know if I would recommend it. Oh, Sloths might be in trouble here. Ooh, Sloth's alive. Okay.
Oof.
Yeah, you can't flutter down too much. Kazooie can only flutter for like 2 seconds or so, and then you just kind of in free fall. Alright, Pika now entering Treasure Trove Cove.
Yep.
Alright. So yeah, why don't we go ahead, I'll pull Sloths in here and we'll see what they're thinking, and what their game plan is. Sound good?
All right.
All right, let's check on the sloths. Hi, sloths.
Howdy.
How goes the note collecting?
Oh, you know, kind of have no idea what I'm doing. I'm trying my best.
Hey, that's all you can ask for. Do you have any semblance of a plan, or is it just basically I see things, I do things?
Oh, I see things, I do things.
Oh, that is the best of plans.
I looked at the goals, and there's a bunch of letter acronyms. Don't know what any of them mean, so,
Well, the letter acronyms refer to the levels, so...
I kind of figured, but I don't know what the levels are. Like, I couldn't even tell you which one I'm in right now.
So right now you're in Treasure Trove Cove, so TTC.
Okay. Is there any goals for this on there?
All notes.
All notes. Okay, so it looks like I'm collecting all the notes.
Yeah, you should definitely look into pay attention to the level names. That way you can shorten them. I can also put in waiting room chat what the letter acronyms would be for each level. I can do that for both of you.
Okay.
But sounds good. Just kind of collecting things.
Oh, there's a shark.
There is a shark.
I don't like
Astute
that.
observation. One thing I've noticed, have you gotten the ability to fly yet?
Yes, I have.
Okay, I must have missed you grabbing it. I want to make sure that is something you definitely want to grab in this level. So
Yeah, it seems like it'd be useful.
Being able to fly is useful, but you also have to manage your red feather count. So you're gonna want to make sure you always have red feathers on hand.
I would have asked what made you skip out on the 100% in Mumbo's Mountain, but I think I don't need to ask because it's just you missed it probably, or you weren't aware that was a thing.
I also didn't know if I could get all 100% on the first go or not, so I can tell I definitely can.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. That's what I'll say.
Okay. But yeah, I don't know if it keeps track of the notes I got, so if I go back I have to collect all 96 I had again, or...
So the issue is that the note, you would have to collect all of them again, I believe, because you were playing the N64 version, correct?
Okay.
So you would need to collect them all again, yes.
Alright, I'll have to go collect those again. Find the last 4. Did I miss any of the other things in there? Like the...
I believe you only
ringtones?
had 9 out of the 10 jiggies, and I believe you only had 1 out of the 2 honeycombs.
Okay. So I have a few more things to go grab.
You can always also pause, and there's like a view totals screen that'll show you where you're at with every level.
Oh. I see. We're 14 minutes in.
It'll tell. Well, that's just for that level.
Oh, okay.
I can tell you you're about 35 minutes in.
Well, that's unfortunate.
All right. Any other thoughts, or?
I'm just gonna wander around and hope for the best. Maybe I use Google.
Yeah, I mean, you are allowed to Google yourself. That's certainly fine. All right. Well, I wish you luck, Sloth.
Thank you.
Go get
I
that
need it.
win.
Flo over here playing favorites.
Well, I am officially a part of Team Slowpokes.
Fair enough, fair enough. All right. That's interesting. It's not what I thought Sloth was doing. I guess I was giving Sloth more credit. But, you know, for not knowing the letter acronym, Sloth actually has been doing pretty well. Oh my goodness, they're both in the exact same part, and now they're gone. All right.
Sloths is pretty low on HP.
Oh, Pika's
though.
in a great position here. Is Pika gonna get a small skip by accident? Oh my god, Pika just got a skip by accident? Oh my god.
Dang.
So by giving the guy the 2 gold in that exact spot, the Jiggy fell into him and he overlapped the Jiggy collecting dance with the rest of the cutscene, saving 5 seconds. That's hilarious. Alright, let's go check in with both Pika and Batman. Sound good?
Alright.
Oh, God. Right the boy! Hi.
Sorry for ruining your
Hello.
stream.
What?
Couldn't have said it better
Hi.
myself, Pika.
How you
But-
doing?
Somehow okay. I don't know. Are we? Are we okay?
Well, you are in the lead
doing great.
currently.
Somehow, but well, actually, I see somehow it's basically all to the credit of my wonderful lead in here with Batman, who yells at me, very rightfully so.
I'm almost certain that this was an accident.
What was an accident?
But Pika, are you aware that you did a small skip?
What?
Did he?
So when you threw the gold at the guy, you got good luck and stood in the exact right spot.
Oh my
Oh.
God.
So that the Jiggy dance cutscene overlapped with him running away.
Oh.
That's
amazing.
Pika.
Yeah, I would love to see what's going on.
Pika might have had a death.
Pika!
I died. I died. Wait, does it have to pick them all up back up again?
Yes, you have to pick them all
Oh.
up again.
Oh, I guess
Oh.
so. Oh, I thought the
Oh.
Switch version you didn't have to, but I guess you
No, it only saves your top score. You have to recollect them now.
did. Oh.
Wow.
I don't even know how you died.
By chest.
Oh my God. I could have told you to watch out for the teeth.
To be fair, Pika was trying to be careful.
I mean,
It's
plus I
not
think that
capable enough.
the thing is, I think this chest only had feathers in it as well. So because I know the first one had notes in it. Okay, do I need to get the molehill again?
Yeah, no, you don't need to get the molehill again. You just gotta get all the notes again. Which means you have to go
Okay.
back inside the ship twice.
Yeah.
You also don't have to recollect Jiggies.
Or Mumbo tokens. Which is
But you
nice.
would have to recollect Jinjos.
Yeah, I don't think we're going for Jinjos here.
Hmm.
That's fine.
Actually, Pika, go ahead and take the flight pad this time. Once you clear
Okay.
out the ship. Once you clear out the ship.
Yeah.
So it looks like you guys are going for all notes in TTC.
Correct.
And anything else
So
you
we don't
guys
need-
have your eye on at the moment?
There are so many goals in frickin' Rusty Bucket Bay. Like, why? Why is this board so cursed?
There are a lot of rusty bucket bagels.
Quite a few
A lot of
buckets.
rusty bagels.
Yeah, which is the
A
second.
lot
to
of
last
rusty
level.
bagels. Yeah, you gotta watch out for tetanus.
I was just thinking like bagels is in the food.
Yes.
Oh
yes.
yes.
Rusty bagels.
Rusty bagels.
Yeah, you don't want
Yes,
to cut yourself on the
bagels.
sesame seed.
A lot of extra screws.
Don't you like to eat screws?
I'm not a
Oh
big
my
fan of them, honestly.
Mhm.
Hmm. That might explain my skills. If I might have accidentally ingested a few screws.
Pika, I have no idea where you're at, but once you hit the flight pad, there's like a cave entrance inside of the big mountain there.
Ah.
It should be straight ahead of you.
Okay, so I go into the flight path.
I'm gonna let you guys get back to it so that you can
Yeah.
refocus.
Thank you.
Good luck, guys. Though.
Thank you.
Oh boy.
I am constantly. Oh my god. I am really scared about sloths.
About sloths dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, sloths is only at 1 health. Keep in mind that sloths got that extra 1 health. If this was Pika in sloth's position, they'd be dead already. So That beehive right there, though, that's going to give Sloths extra health. So there you go.
Oh god.
Now Sloths is back up to 4.
Okay, good.
So less scary. Sloths at 80 notes. They still are missing 20, though. And some of these notes that they could be missing can be very
Oh,
tricky to find.
I think someone messed up the Nightbot commands.
Pika found the one note there. That is actually probably the one note people are most likely to miss.
Oh god. Sloths. Good.
Alright, Sloth's got another Jiggy, and by killing the crab, and get some more health back. So between
That's
two
14
worlds,
now.
Sloths is now at 13 Jiggies. Pika is at 35 notes. I'm not sure how many they had when they died, but Pika's getting back up there at least.
Okay, there are notes in that chest.
Yep, but not in the other one. Alright. So I know a couple of the notes that Sloths is missing, but I don't know some of them. You can't kill that clam. That clam can't be killed, so you just want to leave Sloths. I don't think the clam can be killed, at least. Oh, maybe you can... Wait, can you kill... I just learned something new. I never thought to actually try killing it with eggs. Huh. Yeah, that's the chest that killed Pika. Just feathers in it.
Okay. Sloth's looking like he might.
I think they're trying to figure out where the missing notes are. I think they're missing like 15 notes, and I think I know where 10 of them are. Oh, but Sloths, oh, you need to get out of that water. As long as you're in the water on this level, that shark will appear and try to kill you. So you need to stay out of the water as much as possible.
There's another beehive.
Alright, Sloth's getting back up in health, which is good.
Okay, Sloths is still missing 15 notes though.
Yeah. Oh, actually, that's the other 5. Oh, I think I know where all the notes are that he's missing, possibly. And I think he just went by them.
Oh god.
Or at least part of them.
I guess flying to get like an overview is not that bad.
That's not gonna help as much, I don't think, for Sloths right now. They got the notes up here, right? Oh, they did not. Oh, actually. Okay. Then, okay. I thought they had already gotten these notes in Jiggy, but I guess not.
That's 5. One more.
One more Jiggy, and that'll be that, yeah.
Question is, does Sloths know?
I'm not sure if Sloths knows. Pika's grabbing. Pika's... There we go, Pika landed. Oh. Alright. There's a Jiggy down below Sloths. Yep. Okay, so Sloth's trying to get the Jiggy down here. And that would be 15 Jiggies between two worlds.
And he's not marking it though.
Not yet, no. Because he has 9 from the first level and 6 in this level now. Pika is going in an interesting direction. Pika's heading towards a Jiggy, but there's no notes over this way. Sloth's finding 2 of the Mumbo Skulls. They're useful for the transformations, so...
Is there a transformation in this level?
No.
No. Okay.
Not in this level, no. In fact, my guess is we're not going to see another transformation either for a long time or possibly not even again this match.
Oh god.
Unless Sloths goes back to the first level, that is. A lot of the transformations tend to be later in the game. And one other one. And then the 4th level also has one, but there's no goals in the 4th level. So the only, unless you want to count the all transformations, I guess.
I mean, it technically is.
Yeah, but in order to get all transformations, you would also need to get to the last level of the game. So it's just unlikely to happen.
Uh-oh. Okay. Sloths is out of the waters.
Alright.
Still needs 10 notes though.
Yeah. Pika's giving Sloths a little bit of an advantage here. Pika's like, I'm winning, I'll give you a little bit of time to catch up. Fair enough, fair enough. Rule number 1 in Blind Bingo, use the restroom before starting the match. I don't know how Pika could forget the cardinal rule there, but, you know, it happens. Now, what Sloths needs to do in order to get these notes, the first thing is fight the hermit crab that they're actually kind of close to. So there's a, I don't even want to call it a boss fight. It's like a mini boss fight, I guess. Where you have to hit the, you just saw him, the crab in the shell there.
Oh.
You hit him 3 times, and then you can enter the shell. But hitting him is annoying. Because he will absolutely attack you. So you gotta basically peck him in the eyes and stay alive.
Oh
yeah,
god.
see? Yeah, getting to him
god.
is not easy. So... that's the scary position that Sloths is in now. But there are 6 notes inside of that shell, so...
oh, jeez.
if Sloths wants all the notes in TTC, they're gonna have to get in there.
Oh god, Sloths.
Oh, Sloths!
Don't just stand around.
I wasn't kidding when I said after the first level, we're probably seeing death.
Oh god.
Like, this is a scary game. I decided I wanted to be mean to everyone this Blind Bingo series, so I'm only choosing the hard games. Started with Cuphead. Pikmin was a slightly easier game, but still kind of difficult. Banjo-Kazooie, notorious for being difficult.
God. Can't wait for my game.
Oh, Floha, don't worry about you. I am making everyone truly suffer. What I will say is if Sloths does die, then their best move is to give up on the 100 notes goal and to just move on.
Yeah,
and honestly,
totally
same for Pika at this point. Because, I mean, it's just 1 goal, and if you can get yourself further in the game, you could have a lot more goals at your disposal. Sloth's back up to nearly full, only missing 1 at this point.
What
I
is
think they're looking
Sloth's
around.
game plan right now?
I think Sloths is trying to get back to full health to take out
Yeah.
the crab. I think that's what their plan is. So Pika's at 3 Jiggies now, so that puts their total at 13 between 2 worlds.
Oh, I think the problem that Sloths has is that he doesn't realize that he has 15 Jiggies because he used them.
Maybe, yeah. Pika's getting some health, so Pika's at full.
Oh, we're getting a nice mouse cursor there from Sloths.
Nice.
I just said it so you
Mouse
all
cursor
have to
on my
realize.
N64? How? Alright, ooh, Sloths. You need to wait. Wait, Sloths. Wait, ooh, Sloths. Okay, that's 1 hit.
Okay.
Nope, that's too slow. Oh, okay, never mind. 2 hits. Oh, you gotta time this very carefully.
Alright,
Nice! Alright. Now, the danger's not over for Sloths, because in here are 6 notes and a Jiggy, but also 2 crabs that will kill him.
Oh god.
So we gotta be very careful here, Sloths. Because I know I have died quite a lot right here. Sloths! Sloths!
Oh god.
Ah! Okay, one's dead. Ah! Ah! Okay.
Oh god.
Okay.
Heart attacks were had.
Oh, the heart attacks were entirely had. Oh my goodness.
Ah, jeez.
Alright. The last 4 notes that Sloths is missing. You might have noticed at a certain part of this level, there is an underwater sandcastle. There is a way to lower the water level. Actually, I don't even think they need to lower the water level. If they're just going for the notes, they just have to enter the sandcastle. They don't actually have to lower the water level in order to enter it. They just have to lower the water if they want to get the Jiggy in there. So that's where I believe Sloths is missing their last 4 notes. Pika, I believe, is missing those same 4 notes, as well as the crab notes that we just watched Sloths deal with, and a couple of others. Alright, Pika is now getting the jump move, so that's helpful.
He's only getting that now?
Yeah, it depends on where you go in the level. It can take a bit. But it's a very important move to get, because you can't enter the 3rd level without that move.
Okay, where is Sloths going?
I think Sloths doesn't know where their last notes are, so I think they're just trying to find them looking around. Sloths is heading in the right direction if they continue the way they're walking. If you look on Sloth's screen, right ahead, do you see how there's like a water puddle there?
Yeah.
In that water puddle.
Sloths,
No,
no.
no, no, no,
No.
no! Alright, well, it might be a little bit. Meanwhile, Pika is trying to get some notes, but is a little stuck. I think the fact that Sloths doesn't have a helper, I don't want to say is good, but it certainly makes... I think if Sloths did have a helper, then this would be a lot less close. I think Sloths would I think Sloths is the better playing ability, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that's probably.
But not
true.
having a helper is really making this equal out.
Okay, he's heading there.
Alright, I think Sloths might realize what's going on. So Sloths wants to enter the sandcastle right there.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I think they know. Yeah, so what Sloths is doing is going to lower the water level.
Yeah.
So you go up here. One of the things that Kazooie can do with her eggs that we haven't really seen too much of is poop them. So this bucket, we're gonna poop some eggs into the bucket.
Great. Question is, does Sloths know?
I think Sloths kind of knows. I think Sloths is not sure what the control might be though.
Oh god.
This game has a lot of controls to it, so it can be very confusing the first time you play. You can't shoot the eggs out the front. You gotta poop them. Pika's catching up though. 85 notes. Nope. Nope. Pika, uh-oh. Sloth is looking up controls. I don't remember this on the N64. Oh, Pika. Okay. Oh, the health is in the water where the shark's gonna be. Oh, no. Okay. The chest here won't damage you, but you gotta peck it. There you go. You gotta peck it like that. There you go.
Sloth's still struggling with the controls. Oh god. Come on, Sloths. It's Sloths versus the controls. Oh no.
Sloth should have the ability to do it. Unless... I'm gonna need to look something up real quick.
Oh god. Are you telling... If you were telling us now that what we've seen the last half an hour in here would have been for naught, that would be...
So...
interesting.
It depends on... So... In Spiral Mountain, at the very beginning, you are asked, do you want to go through the tutorial, or do you already understand your basic move? And typically, you would say, okay, I don't need to be taught my basic move. If you do go through the tutorial, does the game let you leave without learning all the basic moves? And is one of those basic moves the ability to poop the eggs? That's kind of what I'm trying to figure out.
Nope, you're just shooting them out of the mouth.
Camera controls, plasma.
Golden says pooping the eggs is learned in Mambo's Mountain.
Maybe it's a Momo's Mountain? Wait, so Momo's Mountain you have Talon Trot? Ground Pound? No. Unless it's learned at the same time as shooting the eggs.
It is
Double check.
learned when you shoot the eggs. You learn both
Oh, okay.
ways.
That's what I thought. Okay, so then yeah, it's literally just a Sloth needs to figure out the controls issue.
Oh god.
But even
Sloths,
then, to get the
please.
notes, I don't think you actually need to. Oh, it looks like Sloths is giving up.
No!
Pika also marked off 15 jiggies between two worlds.
Yeah, and Slav still hasn't realized that. Also, we're at the 1 hour mark. Do we
Yep.
tell Slavs that he's got the 15 jiggies?
Nah.
Wow.
I don't know. Do you think we should?
I feel like we could at least point him towards it.
I mean, the fact that I marked it off. I wonder if he's checking now.
He literally just saw that he's got like
9.
9, 8.
8.
What is
That's
9 plus 8?
17.
8.
There we go. See, I believed in Sloths. I believed Sloths would figure it out.
Alright, let's get them in, I guess.
Oh, no. I've just been doing it every hour instead of half hour.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it... Because, I mean, not a lot changes every half hour, I think.
Alright, fair enough, fair enough.
So, we'll wait till the hour and a half mark and then we can chat again.
Alright, let's take a look at Pika here, fighting the crab.
Oh,
He's on 1
Pika.
life.
Pika, no, no,
And
no!
there he goes.
Alright. Pika needs to not go for the no goal at this point. And it looks like they're not. Okay.
The problem is,
No.
Pika and Slavs are now basically tied.
Except for the fact that Pika has 100% the first level.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, the third level is Clanker's Cavern. Once again, I believe we only have 1 goal there, which is the Witch Switch Jiggy. So, what they need to do in this case, so the Witch Switch Jiggy, every level has a Witch Switch in it, which when pressed unlocks a Jiggy in the main hub here for them to collect. So all they have to do is go into the third level, Clinker's Cavern, hit the Witch Switch, and then collect that Jiggy in the main hub here. So a much easier goal. Clanker's Cavern is a hybrid water level, land level. There's a lot of swimming in it. No sharks to attack them, thankfully. Pika had just barely enough notes, it looked like. No, yeah, I think. I don't remember how many notes they need. Pika had enough notes, though, to move on, which is good. Oh, actually, Pika is going the wrong way. Yeah, I think Pika realized that. Pika actually had enough notes to skip the third level if they wanted to. And Sloth is putting in the puzzle pieces to open the third level. Pika is going towards where the third level is. The issue is that I don't think they've done the puzzles, so they can't actually enter the level yet. Yeah, so the puzzle that Sloths just did, Pika has not done yet, which is why the doorway is still closed for Pika. Pika, you can make it across there, dude. The bars are there, Pika. Right now, what I would be doing is trying to get Freeze Easy Peaks as quick as possible because there's a lot of goals there. And that's the 5th level of the game, but you can actually go straight to it after the 3rd level. So you could skip the 4th level, and given that there's no goals really in the 4th level, they all should. If any of them go to Bubble Loop Swamp, they messed up. But there's so many goals in Freeze Easy Peak. All notes, 100%, collecting the Jiggy on top of the hat. Racing Boggy once, and something else. Collect Red Puzzle. Now, remember how near the beginning, Floha, you had asked me, can you 100% the level all in one go? And I said, oh, you can for all of them except for one level.
Mm-hmm.
That is Freeze Easy Peaks.
Okay. Oh.
Unless they go straight to Gobi's Valley first, which is level 6. If they go to level 6 first and then go to level 5, they can do it all in one shot.
Okay, I think Sloths is struggling to find the level. Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
Pika's looking at the puzzle for level 4. Pika, you do not want to fill that puzzle in.
Yes.
Uh-oh, Pika, no. Pika, no. Oh, Pika, no. We have the opposite situation now. Pika did the puzzle for the 4th level, and Sloths is outside of the 4th level door. Pika, doing that puzzle is not good for you, though, because you don't really want to go in that level.
Oh, man. What a match. I have a slight feeling we're not gonna see many goals clicked at the end of today.
Pika just save and quit? What is... I don't know what is going on now. But because Pika's save and quit, now we have to sit through a minute cutscene.
Why would you save and quit?
I don't know. I'm not sure what the thinking was there. I am loving this. Alright. Sloths is back over here. Sloths is going the wrong direction. This main hub's really getting him lost. Both teams.
Oh, man.
Sloths has found the puzzle for the very last level of the game, but you can't actually put any of the pieces in.
Game over.
Alright, Pika can now re-enter the game. Now, saving and quitting does put them back at the beginning of this main hub area, so maybe it was just so that they could get their bearings again? That's not right, though. Pika loaded the wrong save.
So you now has to go through that cutscene again? You could probably just reset. Like, reset the console for the game.
In this case, probably, because they don't have to save. I'm hoping that Pika realizes that they just loaded the wrong save, because I think Pika did save file 3. But loaded save 1 there.
Yeah, okay, he went out. And he doesn't have to go through that cutscene again.
No, once you watch it once, you're fine, usually.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, there's your files.
Man, what is going on today?
Oh my goodness. Something's in the water, Floha.
Probably in our water at what was the level called again?
Treasure Trove Cove.
Yeah, probably that shark.
Oh, Pika has found where to do the puzzle for the 3rd level.
Okay.
And has just enough pieces to do it.
Sloths, meanwhile, is back at the puzzle for the 2nd level.
Well, the puzzle for the 2nd and 3rd levels is in the same room.
Okay. Let's see if Sloths finds his way to the 3rd level now.
They are going back to the 1st level.
Oh my god. That's the puzzle for the 1st level. What do you want up there, Sloths?
There is a Jiggy up there, but you're gonna have a hard time getting that without being a termite. Alright, Pika's in the 3rd level.
Wow. Finally.
Someone did it.
I can't believe it.
Alright. So as I said, you want to spend very little time here normally. Except Pika used their Jiggies to open a level that they don't have any business going to, so Pika's gonna need to get Jiggies now.
Sloths, please. Oh man.
Alright. That's a good direction to go, Sloths. So this level that Pika's in, Clanker's Cavern. Meet Clanker. He's a giant metal shark. He's a friendly one. And he is attached by a chain. So he is stuck underwater. What he is asking us to do is to untangle the chain or make the chain longer or something. That way he can get some fresh air.
Oh god, Sloths is there.
Oh, Sloths has figured it out. Okay, so Sloths is going to be in Clanker's Cavern shortly as well.
Oh my god.
Progress, Floha. We're making progress.
Finally. After 15 minutes of just running around in the overworld with with nothing to do. Yes, you gotta go in there, Sloths. He did it!
Yay!
Oh man.
I did say I was going to post the thing. Let me do that real quick. Alright. Just so that way they can see the levels if needed. Dude, I looked away for 30 seconds. How did Sloths die already?
I did not. I did not take a look at it.
Alright, so the good news, Pika has freed Clanker. The bad news is Pika died. The good news is dying in this level is really not a big deal. Clankers will stay freed, and
What do you want with
that
your
is
totals now, Sloths? What are you looking at?
I'm not sure what their plan is. I think, oh, maybe they're trying to figure out what level they're on. Because I'd only just posted the code, so Sloth is like, okay, Clanker's Cavern, CC, what goals can I do here?
Oh god.
That's my guess, is they were checking the name of the level. Oh, does Clanker not stay up? Uh-oh. So in order to stay alive deep underwater where Pika is, there are these air bubbles you can grab. However, they are not easy to get. The swimming controls in this game, I will say, are not great. Uh-oh. Pika is in trouble. Pika, okay, Pika, you gotta do the faster swimming.
Nope. I think he's dead.
I think he's dead as well. Like I said, the position that they are in right now, dying isn't too bad of an issue.
I don't know what Sloths is doing, but if he continues like that, he's also dead.
I think you're right, Golden. You might have to get the reward for him to stay.
Okay, let's see. I think Sloth is seriously struggling with the controls.
With the swimming controls? Maybe.
Yeah.
Pika, before you go under there, surface and get some air. Oh, Pika.
That's not surface.
That is the opposite of surface.
Pika is swimming very slowly.
I mean, that's the
Towards his
fastest.
demise.
That's actually the fastest you can swim. So. Yeah, Pika needs to grab the air bubble there. Okay, that gave a little bit of air. Grab a couple more though. You want to get the air bubbles faster than you're losing air. Pika's gonna drown again.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah,
unless he
the
gets
fish
one
won't...
randomly right now. No.
No. Alright, Pika's now on their last life.
Okay, I don't think Sloths knows what he's intended to do right now.
Maybe
Or Sloths has no idea what he wants to do.
I don't know. Sloths is doing what Sloths wants to do.
Yeah, Sloths is just getting stuff for the sake of it, but that doesn't really help him.
No, but if they can get to, like I said, if they can get to Freeze Easy Peak before Pika, that's where a lot of goals are, and so...
Yeah.
Just getting things is not a terrible strategy. And they are working towards getting a Jiggy by defeating all of these crabs.
How many Jiggies do they need? I mean, Sloths, theoretically, for now, I say theoretically, I mean, it's technically a practical advantage. That would just mean Sloths would know how to profit from that. Sloth still has more Jiggies.
Sloths might have enough Jiggies, actually, to go to level 5 right now.
Yeah, he would just know that to not... put the pieces in for level 4. Oh, Pika went game over.
Yep, not a big deal. Yep, just reload the save.
I think Sloth really does not know what he wants.
Yeah. This is why having the helper is so helpful. Alright, Sloth's got another Jiggy though.
That's good, but I think he has no idea what he wants to do with them.
Is Pika doing what I think Pika's doing?
I don't know. What do you think Pika is doing?
Ooh, they are. Okay.
Going to
So,
level 4?
yeah, Pika's skipping Clankers entirely and going to level 4.
This could be good for Sloth if he knew how to profit from it again.
Yeah, because, again, level 4, there's no goals in it. But Pika accidentally opened the level and is now in a position where they need more Jiggies in order to open any other level. And if Pika's struggling in Clankers, then going to Bubble Loop Swamp might be the better play here. Because there's absolutely no swimming in this level at all.
I wonder if Sloths has a guide open or something like that. I think he might have.
They must, because they're pausing occasionally.
Yeah, they definitely have, but they don't know how to profit from it.
Mm-hmm.
He's just getting stuff. Okay, he's back here now. Is he going for... No, he's not.
I think they're going for the Jinjo again. There you go. So, Pika just got a new ability, which are these boots. The murky water in this level that Pika's in will hurt you if you stand in it, unless you have these boots on. If you have these boots on, then you are perfectly safe. But the boots make you walk a little slower, and they're only good for about 20 seconds, and then they'll go away just like that. Sloth's doing some tricky parkour to get extra note. And extra
How many
life.
notes do you need to access the 5th level?
Not a lot. Let me check and I will let you know. It's not a lot. Uh, 260.
Okay.
And Sloths is currently at Sloths is at about 210 at the moment, I think. So Sloths does need like 50 more notes here.
That is still a lot to go.
It is a lot to go. But if they get Clanker up out of the water, then they should have no problem getting those notes.
That's a big if.
It is a bigger if, but we'll see.
How many notes does Pika have?
My guess is probably about the same number, around like 210.
I'd say he probably has less, actually.
So Pika had about 80 something from Treasure Trove Cove. Got all 100 in the first level, so that'd be like 185 roughly. Got maybe like, I think got like 7 to 10 in the first level, or in the third level there. So they're probably also around like 205, 210-ish total. Oh, grab on the pole. Pika's gonna go ahead and grab some of these skulls. Now, the interesting thing about the level that Pika's in is that it has some of the slowest Jiggies in the entire game. So hopefully Pika doesn't go for any of them that are really slow. In particular, there's one Jiggy that going for it right now would be very difficult. And B, even if you did go for it, it'll take like 4 or 5 minutes to do. So hopefully they don't go for that. This is okay. Pika's in a very dangerous place here because Pika basically has no way of getting this Jiggy, and these frogs will kill him because Pika has no way to kill them. Never mind. Pika has one way to kill them, but not an easy way. Alright, Sloths is trying to raise Clanker and going for the air bubbles.
He's dead. No?
No,
No,
yeah.
you didn't get that.
Yeah.
He's dead.
And they're dead.
Is he going for it again?
Sloth's in a position where it would put them in such a good position if they can get Clanker. Especially since Pika gave up on it.
How many Jiggies does Pika need now?
How many Jiggies does Pika need? I think like 6 or so.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Come on. So the puzzle for Freeze Easy Peak requires 8 total Jiggy. Pika, I believe, had 1 entering this level, so I think they need like 7.
Makes sense.
Which is not going to be the easiest time to get. And what's annoying is that they spent 7 Jiggies opening this level. So if they did not open this level, they would have had just enough to
You're
go to level 5.
low on air. Oh, there's the water bubble fish. Is he gonna get the bubbles? Nope. He's dead. No, he
Nope, they got
did get it.
Alright, but still not a great
one.
position. Yep, go for that one there. Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, okay,
Now we're
Sloths is cooking. Sloths
Now
is
we're
cooking. Alright, Sloths has raised Clanker. If they get to the surface,
Should
they
have
go
enough air.
They should have enough air if they go straight up to the surface right now.
Oh my god.
Like, right now. And then as long as they get the Jiggy on top of Clanker's back, Clanker should stay up there, even if they die. Oh, you need to be going straight up, dude. Yep, go, 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 go. Go, go, go. I think they got it. I think he's got it. GG's, Sloth. Now you just got to get on Clanker's back, which
oh man,
isn't too bad. There you go. But yeah, as you can see, there's quite a few notes here. All right, this has just gotten interesting. So getting that Jiggy, Clanker will now stay up here, which is really good. Not having to worry about that again. We're getting quite a lot of notes on Clanker's back. And right over here is a blowhole. Dropping in here, you are right on top of the witch switch. There you go. But the goal isn't until you actually get the Jiggy. So they have to go back to the main hub, press in those 2 eyes, and get the Jiggy, which is easy.
Die now, Sloths.
I mean, dying now isn't as big of a deal. Because once again, Clanker will stay.
Yeah.
They don't have to worry about that again.
Alright.
But they need...
Time
Yeah, they need the
to get our
notes.
contestants in here again.
Yeah, probably.
I'm curious if they have a game plan.
Yeah, who you want to start with?
I don't know. Let's start with Pika and Batman.
Sure. I can't wait for Batman to yell at me about not letting him see Pika's thing and stuff. Watch, it's gonna happen.
Oh my god!
God, are you about to humiliate us publicly like that?
No,
Yeah.
but about 5 seconds before I pulled you in, I said, great, I can't wait for Batman to yell at me about Batman not being able to see.
God, I've heard enough yelling for now.
Alright.
Oh, boy.
Do you guys have something that is akin to a game plan?
No.
Well, there was a plan, but there is one little problem, is that I'm fucking bad at this game. And I keep dying.
Swimming sucks. Swimming is awful in this game. That fish is a bitch.
Oh, the swimming controls are bad. I'll give you that.
Okay, so now I'm just questioning where... Oh, you can't see my screen, so I'm just thinking, where the hell do I go?
No, I can't see your screen, and I can't guide you through Bubblegloop Swamp. That's it!
Pick a direction, Pika. Just go somewhere.
I'll
You know
go
what,
somewhere.
Pika? Go up.
Go up.
Go out.
Listen, just go back to the arena. There's plenty of places you can go. Ideally, I would like to take you to a place with 3 Mumbo tokens, but I'm sure.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay.
Do we
No!
need to call like I don't know.
None of us are okay.
No? Are you enjoying Banjo-Kazooie, Pika?
Okay, Pika, from the death arena, do you see a bunch of tree houses?
I mean, I am...
I can tell you, Pika's doing the tree houses.
Okay, good. Smash the tree houses. Get everything in them. You need them. Except for the witch switch, you can ignore that. That's all we needed out of Clanker's Cavern was the damn witch switch.
Okay.
Let's see,
But
what do
now
you want to
that
say?
you don't have a game plan anymore, do you have maybe a backup plan or something?
I am literally just trying to guide Pika into getting Jiggies and notes so we can rush forward to Gobi's Valley and Rusty Bucket Bay.
Okay.
That's the only plan that I've got for this. I don't think Click Clock Woods is happening.
I would agree with that.
It's so far into the game.
Okay, so that's your goal, is to rush Gobi's Valley and Rusty Bucket?
That's it. Yep, we'll get
Alright.
all the goals there. I can't even pretend to guarantee it.
Okay. It's
Just cook with a mumbo. What is cook with a mumbo?
I can tell you that Cook with a Mumbo refers to a very specific Mumbo token.
Great. I figured that much. Which one? Is it where the cook like the cook is in the kitchen?
It is inside of something that
It's the kitchen fridge. Yeah.
To cook.
I just said it was in the kitchen.
It's not the fridge.
It's in the kitchen. All right, I know where it is.
I'm saying no more.
I know where it is now. Thank you.
Don't let Batman in the kitchen though.
I wish you luck with.
Thank
Go
you.
Freezy
I
Peaks
don't wish
2.
you luck.
Wait, no,
Yeah, Flowa does not wish you luck. I'll wish you luck.
Thanks, Loha.
You're welcome.
it's very appreciated.
All right.
Sorry, I got it for my team.
I'll let Batman get back to watching the Pika cam.
Thank you.
right. That was interesting though.
Interesting that they're focusing more on Gobi's Valley than Freezy Peak. I guess Gobi's Valley has 2 goals in it, and they're both easier goals. So that might be why the Freezy Peak ones are not necessarily as easy. But Gobi's Valley is the 6th level, and they might have a hard time doing that. Going straight to the 6th level at least. So we'll see.
Right.
Let's go ahead. Let's talk with Sloths. See what Sloths' plan is here. Hi, Sloths.
Howdy.
What's the plan for Clankers?
I want to leave.
Oh, okay.
That's the plan right now. Cause
Oh, we're just bailing.
What's after that?
well, I have to get the Jiggy for the witch thing, which was the only reason I came in.
What's your game plan?
I don't know.
Ah, okay. So
I don't even know what the next level is. I don't know where the next level is. Took me like 10 minutes to find this level.
Yeah,
okay.
I saw that. That was interesting to watch.
A little lost. The exit's here somewhere.
The exit is somewhere there.
Rob being helpful as ever.
I mean, I am an impartial judge. You, on the other hand, Floha, I don't know.
It might be up there.
What? No, it's not up there. No.
No. I'll keep looking somewhere else then.
Yeah, you should go somewhere else and not where there's a couple of notes on their way out the door. But the next level, level 4 is Bubble Gloop Swamp. I'll save you a little bit of trouble. There's no goals really there.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
But you can use that information how you will, I suppose.
Oh, there was a move in there I needed?
You don't need it.
Okay.
It helps, but I would say after the first 2 levels, if you miss a move, it's not the worst thing in the world. Do you have like a guide up, we were wondering, to try to help you?
Yeah, I have a bunch of YouTube videos up on my other monitor that I'm just gonna...
the YouTube. I would honestly find just a classic walkthrough, maybe.
That could help.
Might.
Maybe, I don't know. You do you.
Yeah. Alright.
Alright. Well, hopefully I get this one rather soon.
Alright, I mean, your time's a little over half over, so good luck with the rest of this.
I'm gonna need it. I really need the...
Congrats on getting a 3rd goal.
Hey.
Let's go!
Good job. Now you just need a 4th one to pull ahead of
maybe
Pika.
go back and 100% the level I didn't.
I mean, do what you want, I suppose.
Yeah, if I remember how to get there. I think it's this tunnel.
See you, Sloths.
Alright, see ya.
Thank you. See ya.
That's actually not a bad play, I would say.
I think it's a bad play.
I mean, yes, you're not making any progress, but you are pulling ahead of Pika, probably.
Yeah,
I
but
would say.
by not making progress, they are making it so that they are gonna have a hard time, I think, staying ahead of Pika.
You need what he really needs to do though is does he need the Jinjos again?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm pretty sure they got the ginger jiggy. What they need is the notes. They need all 100 notes. They need the honeycombs, and they need the one jiggy they missed, which is the transformation jiggy. So Pika is making good progress here, getting a lot of the easier stuff in Bubble Glue.
I just really hope that Sloths realizes that there's nothing for him to get in level 4.
I mean, I literally said it. I think the bigger thing is, will they realize that they can just skip the level? That's the thing. Like,
yeah, I just hope that he realizes that.
I don't know if they're going to.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Pika is doing good, though, getting the notes in the maze. These notes are a little slower to get, but good to get. Made the right call. They missed that last note, but they kept going because they knew their boots were about to run out. So smart call. And now you can just double back and grab the note. Now there is a jiggy right here. Oh, that they're not going to go for. Okay. Oh, never mind. They are going to go for. Now, all you have to do is hit this switch and then go get the jiggy. The problem is... Oh, and they're not doing it. Never mind. The problem with that jiggy is that it's a very narrow pathway and very easy to fall off. Instead, it looks like we are... Are we going to get the transformation? Oh, getting the Mumbo token back there. They actually don't... Pika does not have enough skulls to do the transformation. They're one short. They need 10 skulls to do this transformation. They only have 9, so... That is a problem. Sloths has gotten the transformation and is going for that last jiggy.
More or less successful. Would probably also be advantageous to not to die here.
Mm-hmm. So it's worth saying at this point, both Pika and Sloth skipped the move in the 3rd level, which is the invulnerability feathers. You can hold up to 10 yellow feathers at a time, and if you use the move, it will make you invulnerable. Nothing can damage you for a little bit. So... A little upset that neither of them got it, because it would have made things a bit easier for them, but oh well.
Well...
Sloths
Alright,
especially
Sloths.
so close to getting the move. Alright.
Please
Sloths
don't
got
die.
the last jiggy, but now needs to get all the notes without dying. What's funny, I shouldn't say funny, but Sloths went back in here to go slow down. As the termite, you actually don't take fall damage.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know why that is, but you don't. So they could have absolutely dropped from the top there. They would have been fine. Just they didn't know that, obviously. So now what they need to do is become Banjo again and get the rest of the notes without dying.
And that honeycomb.
And the honeycomb they missed before, yes. I believe they got one of the honeycombs already, so they just need to get the other one.
Alright, getting some
There
help.
we go. Yep, smart.
Good.
Alright. Sloths should be on their way to getting 100% then. It's just a matter of how long will it take them. Sloths, be careful here. Oh. Viewing totals. You're at 90. Yeah, so you need the one other honeycomb and you need all 100 notes. You don't need the Jinjus. were just after the notes. The honeycomb.
Not getting the honeycomb.
Yeah, they might not realize where the honeycomb is yet. They might
have to
focus
look it
on
up.
getting the notes. Yeah, they might focus on just getting the notes first and then the honeycomb. Similarly, they don't need the Jinjos right now.
Alright, Pika is out of the 4th level.
Interesting. Because I don't think Pika has enough to go to the 5th level yet.
Is he going back to...
They're going back to Clankers.
Oh boy.
I think they realized that they're like, okay, maybe we don't need to raise Clanker, but we need like a couple of Jiggies here. So maybe they're just going to go for some of the easier Jiggies, or they're going to try to be like, all right, we got to just get Clankers done. Sloths is crushing getting these notes. Already about to be back up to 94.
91.
And then there's another 3 in the cave right there. That'll be 94. That just has them missing 6 notes. And I didn't quite catch which notes they're missing. So I'm not even sure where they are.
Maybe he knows.
Maybe. My guess is that they're on some of the ledges. Ooh, okay. It doesn't really matter at this point, but Sloths did a tiny skip. It would have been a bigger skip if they actually had
Oh, Pika is
get the Jiggy there. Yeah,
going for it
Pika's
again.
going for Clanker again.
That's 1 air
Oh,
bubble.
okay.
That's another one.
Okay.
Okay, full air.
All right, Pika's in a really good position now. If
Did he already
Pika
do one?
does this quickly...
No, that's the first one apparently.
Okay.
Okay.
If they go straight up, they should be okay. But they need to go straight up. Yep, go straight up. Go, 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 Pika. Go, 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 go.
There's 3. 97.
All right. 3 more notes. And I'm guessing there are another 3 on a ledge somewhere. Pika's surfaced.
Alright.
This puts Pika in a really good position now because Pika can get enough notes. Doesn't have to get a lot of Jiggies here.
Yeah, there's those 3 notes.
Alright, Sloths has the last of the notes. Sloths still needs the honeycomb, though.
Alright, probably looking up now where it is.
Yep, that's what I would imagine. And then
Okay,
you're gonna
that
realize
will, however, if
Sloths is gonna get their goal before Pika
yeah,
got
that
the
will put him in the lead for now.
Yep. And then the question will be, does Sloths realize that they can skip the 4th level? If they do, then this is going to be a close race. But if Sloths goes to level 4, then I think Pika is going to pull ahead again.
Alright. Yeah,
And there we
there
go.
it is.
Sloths 100%.
Alright. Sloths
Level.
pulled ahead.
Yeah.
Alright, we got 1 hour and 10 to go. Let's see what Sloths is doing now.
Yeah, here's the dilemma.
I'm really hoping he does not go to level 4.
We'll see. Okay. Pika's doing good. Pika's at 19 notes, got another Jiggy. I don't know how many Jiggies Pika has available to them. Which means I don't know how many they need to get to the next level.
Question is, did Sloths look up where to go?
Sloths is heading towards the puzzle of the 4th level, it looks like.
Oh no. Not good.
Not great.
No, he's heading towards the 3rd level again.
No, there's a switch he needs to hit over there.
Oh.
Pika, though, remember how I said that both of them missed a move in level 3?
Did he just get it?
Pika's getting it now. There we go. So Pika now has the ability to use yellow feathers that basically act as a shield / invulnerability. So that's good for Pika. Sloths is actually... Okay. Sloths is doing interesting things. I'm not sure what Sloths... I think Sloths is just wandering around again. Oh. No, they're going back up there. Yep, there you go, Pika. Alright, so Pika's using the invulnerability to get past these very fast fans, which is exactly what you're supposed to do. To get this
Sloths
Jiggy...
just did it without.
I don't think... Did Sloths? No, I don't think Sloths did this Jiggy.
Oh no, must have been another one that looked similar.
Yeah, there's a similar one with slower moving fans, and I know Sloths did. You can actually do that one without the invulnerability, but you have to walk kind of on a specific area.
Nope, Sloths is going back into level 3.
I wonder...
For whatever reason.
The best that I can come up with for Sloths is that Sloths realize they can skip level 4, but they need more notes / Jiggies to make it work. Which might be the case.
Could be.
Now, they still have Clanker up, so they don't have to worry about raising him. And it looks like Sloths is more focused on notes than Jiggies. In order for Sloths to be able to skip level 4, they will need the majority of the notes here. Like, around 80, I would say, is how many they're going to need. And I think they left with only, like, 34, so... I think that's what Sloths is doing. Sloths realize that they can... Or they think they need more notes in order to get to level 4. I don't know. But either way, they're doing the right move. Alright. Pika's going to ride this bolt up top, and that's going to get them a couple of notes and another Jiggy. Just don't fall. Pika's going very slow, which is wise. And now you want to back flip jump. Yep, and there you go. Another Jiggy for Pika.
He's at 4 in this world.
What was
I'm
that?
always confused if it when it doesn't show the totals.
Yeah, it shows the total for the level when they get a Jiggy. That's why. Alright, Sloth's coming back here for notes. Sloth's already got this Jiggy, but looks like wants the notes. So Sloth's is only focusing on getting notes, it looks like.
Okay, interesting. I'll be right back.
Okay. So Pika is going to go jumping to the right here. There's a couple notes over here on that pole. Ooh, there we go. Nothing else this way. Oh, I guess there's another skull token. Eekbokum. Eekbokum, Eekbokum, Oogadaboo, Oogadaboo, Eekbokum, Eekbokum. And that's Banjo-Kazooie, why am I saying that? Anyways, Sloth's getting up there in notes. Actually gonna pass Pika's note total, despite being in the level less than Pika. Pika is kind of not worrying as much about some of these notes I'm noticing. Whereas Sloth, it looks like, is trying to get a very specific... They know how many notes they want, and they are going for it. Sloth, are you going down or up? What's your plan here? I don't think Sloth knows what their plan is. Pika looks like he's trying to get the notes, actually. Just having a hard time getting this one note. There you go. Sloth grabbing some health. Is Sloths? Yeah, Sloth is back towards the beginning of the level. Oh, did Sloths die? Oh, I'm totally somehow must have missed Sloths dying there. Oh my goodness. Alright. So Sloths is back, trying to get the notes. Pika is at the beginning, also grabbing notes. Carefully. I think Pika is grabbing these notes and then possibly leaving the level? There you go, Pika. Taking it very slow, being very careful, smart. Alright, looks like Pika's leaving. Okay, Is Pika's plan to now go for level 5, I guess? So for Easy Peak, easy goals would be collecting the red present. Collecting a Jiggy on top of a hat's pretty easy. I don't know why Pika's screen was so bright there for a second. That was weird. Racing Boggy once is also a relatively easy Freeze Easy Peak goal. So there's like 3 easier ones here. Pika's gonna tie it up by getting the Witch Switch Jiggy here. So Pika has caught up, but Sloths maintains the lead because they marked their 4th goal first. It is really going to be a race to Freeze Easy Peak, and at the moment, it looks like Pika is going to win that race. And if Sloths goes to Bubble Gloop Swamp instead of Freeze Easy Peak, then I think it's going to be very difficult for Sloths to win. With 293 notes, that's pretty solid across 4 levels. Now the thing is that Pika needs to open up the picture for the 5th level. That's the way to Gobi's Valley, but you don't have the entrance open. That's your issue. Hello?
Alright, I'm back.
Hello, welcome back. Pika
You miss me,
is
Rob.
out. Oh, I always miss you, Floha. Pika has made it out of Clanker's Cavern.
Okay.
Sloths took a death in Clanker's Cavern, so is getting notes again. But Pika
Alright, just past their high
is
score.
not really going the right way, so
Oh god, are we back at that again?
kind of, yeah.
Pika, I'm almost certain, does not have 450 notes.
No, it would be impossible for anyone to at this point, because you've only been to 4 levels, so at most you could have 400 notes.
Alright.
Pika also did get the Witch Switch Jiggy, so we're back to 4-4.
Do we know what Sloth's total is?
No.
Okay.
But Pika's total is 293 notes at the moment, which is enough to get to the 5th world, but they need to put in the pieces to the picture. And instead, they are walking around on a straw hat.
What did you say was the requirement again?
As far as notes go, 260.
260. Let me think.
So Pika's
Sloth's
good on notes for
got
getting to World
around 96. Sloth's got 96 in World 2 and 100
100 in World 1.
in World 1.
So that's 196 right there. They're at 57. So that would be 253. So they need 7 more.
Yeah, they need 64, I believe. Yeah, 64 is correct.
Yeah, so that's what they're looking for. Now, here's the thing, is Sloths getting these notes because they are purposefully going to skip level 4? Or is Sloths getting these notes because they think they need them to get to level 4?
Probably not.
So that's the issue. If Sloths doesn't go to Freeze Easy Peak, then Sloths is in trouble.
60. 61.
Yep, and then if you go on the other side, you can get up to 65. Also, Sloth's got the other move as well, so they both have the invulnerability move now.
Okay. 63, 64. Alright.
Oh, and they got knocked off before they could get 65. Oh, is Sloth's gonna get more notes, or is Sloth's gonna leave? That's
Probably gonna get more notes, I would assume. Though this is neither the way back up, nor is it the way to the exit.
Yeah, this is getting more notes, it looks like. More notes, more jiggies, it looks like they're after. That's what it seems like to me, at least. So, the question will be, what other jiggies and notes do they go for? Clanker's Cavern does have a lot of easy jiggies in it, so... Oh, but that's a death. Alright, Sloths should probably just call the level there, then.
Okay, he's leaving.
And it looks like they are. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What? What are you uh-ohing?
What I'm uh-ohing is Sloths looks like they're heading towards the puzzle for level 4.
Ooh, that's not good.
Not great. Pika's heading towards the puzzle for level 5 now.
Ooh. Does he have enough pieces?
Does Pika? I think so. We're gonna find out. They need 8. And they have...
10.
10.
Oh.
So yes, they do have enough.
Okay, yeah, I think this is Pika's one now. I think Pika should have this in the back.
Let's see how many jiggies Sloths has here. Because if Sloths has a lot of jiggies, then it might not be terrible. 18! Oh, they have enough for level 4 and level 5.
Okay. But not enough for anything after.
They actually have one more jiggy than Pika despite doing one less level. What Sloths needs to do is not go into Bubble Gloop, even though they just unlocked it. Like, you don't need the move in there.
We talked about you don't need that level.
Just go to Freeze Easy Peak. That's what you need to do. Maybe
he just never saw that is that level.
We'll be doing another check-ins at probably like 10 minutes. But yeah, if both runners get to Freeze Easy Peak, it is going to be a race to see who can get some of these easier Freeze Easy Peak goals first. And out of all the Freeze Easy Peak goals, I think the easiest one is probably collecting the red present. So there's 3 presents in Freeze Easy Peak. What you're meant to do is collect all 3 of them and then give them to children to get a jiggy. The presents are not. Yeah, actually that is the way towards the puzzle for the 5th level.
Oh, is it? Huh. No.
But instead they're going in the 4th.
Going in. Oh no.
Alright. Meanwhile, Pika is entering
Sloths, we've been over this. There are no goals in this level.
Sloths, you don't need anything.
Ah, no.
Wait, now Pika's leaving? Wait, okay, no, Pika's re-entering? Okay.
What do you want, Sloths?
Maybe they're trying to get themselves set up to go to Gobi's Valley as well?
Very doubtful, if I'm being honest. I don't think Sloths has that knowledge that he needs.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing I could imagine is he's trying to get more notes, more jiggies. Because
I
he
guess,
thinks
but...
he needs more. When in reality he doesn't.
Yeah.
At that point it would be great to just look up how much you need.
Mm-hmm.
Then realize, oh, I've got enough.
So, this is Boggy. Boggy has something stuck in their stomach, which means that they do not want to do anything except for lay here. So, Floa, if you had something stuck in your stomach, how would you want someone to get it out?
That's an oddly specific question.
Oh, and I have an oddly specific answer too, because clearly the answer is ride a sled from the top of the tallest point you can see, do a huge jump, and land right on your stomach so you spit it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. So I know where all three presents are in this level, but I don't know which one's which, so... There is a present in the tree. Oh, it is the red one. There's the red one right there. So there you go. Red present has been collected. That has put Pika back in the lead.
Sloths actually got this jiggy.
Yeah, so I mentioned earlier that Pika was not going to be able to get it. You want to use the invulnerability in order to get it. That's why. Because then the frogs will just jump into you and they all die immediately. It is a really easy jiggy as long as you have that move.
Sloths.
So the next Freeze Easy Peak goal the Pika should probably go for is either collecting a Jiggy on top of a hat or racing Boggy once. So after we clear out Boggy's stomach, he wants to do 2 races. The first race will require you to become a seal, so a transformation in this level. So they will need 15 of the skulls in order to do that.
I feel like sloths should have them. I don't know about Pika.
Sloth should have what?
Enough skulls. Or tokens.
Oh, okay. So Pika's gonna go for a Jiggy here that takes a minute. You have to get enough of these Christmas lights to the tree without them getting eaten. There is an easy way to cheese this entire thing if you know how to do it.
Who would eat Christmas lights?
Those 3 green things. Clearly. Alright. Alright, Pika's getting into a good rhythm now. The strategy Pika's using certainly is working, so that's good. And that will get him access to another Jiggy.
I really don't know what Sloths is doing. Like, collecting notes and jiggies, but for what reason?
I guess to open up new levels? Oh! Sloths is getting the move now. So this is the boot move that Pika was using throughout this level. Alright. So Pika's gonna... It looks
leaving?
like Pika's...
He's leaving, okay.
Ooh! Okay. Sloths might actually be able to catch up, but you're going the... No, Sloths! No, Sloths!
Oh,
The puzzle's behind you!
I
Sloths should
think
be...
both our runners should clearly look up where the levels are.
Oh boy. Sloth's doing. Alright, so Pika's going for another Jiggy, but this... Alright, so Pika's going for a good Jiggy. Because this Jiggy would be on top. I'm trying to think if I'm doing this right. The Jiggy he's going for might be one that's on the hat.
Oh, is Sloths also
But it's
going to
on a
Gobi
timer.
Valley? Does he want to go to Gobi Valley?
Well, he hasn't opened the way to Gobi Valley, so he can't do that yet.
I mean, he
They need
is
to-
here at least.
Yeah, but you need to open up the puzzle. They could... Actually, Sloths cannot open the puzzle to Gobi Valley right now.
Not
Because... so there's the note door right in front of Sloths there is 350 notes, and you need to be able to open that in order to get to the puzzle for Gobi Valley. And Sloths does not have 350 notes.
You sure?
I think Sloths is... Yeah,
Oh.
305. There you go. But honestly, that's fine, because their focus needs to be getting to Freezeezy Peak.
Yeah. If he can find that level, or the puzzle.
So Pika took a little death. Not great. Sloths has found Freezeezy Peak, but
But not
needs
the
the
puzzle.
puzzle. The puzzle is back at Bubble Gloop Swamp, which is the level he left.
Sloths. If he has a guide up, he clearly shouldn't. Should just look where that puzzle is.
Well, sometimes it's easier said than done.
That is fair. Okay, never mind
Also-
what I said about Sloths. He only has 9.
I was gonna say also Sloth does not have nearly as many. Looks like Pika's gonna go for this same Jiggy again. This Jiggy's tricky because you are on quite the time.
The door is not gonna open, Sloths, by you just standing around there.
Now, fun fact, there is a way to skip past this door without actually doing the puzzle. It is one of the hardest glitches that I actually am able to do. It
Okay.
is so tricky because it requires being able to fly in a very specific spot, and then basically you speed your way past the floor, and then you're flying out of bounds. Neither of our runners will be doing that today, certainly. Alright. Pika needs to fly through the star here 2 more times to get the Jiggy thereafter. But they're running out of time. Oh, Pika, no. Nope. Pika's gonna try it again. Sloths is heading back towards the puzzle. But it's not in any of these caves. Oh, here we go. Now Sloths is going the right way. I think they were looking for the boots so that they can not
Alright.
take damage over this way.
Ah, finally.
There is a chance for Sloths to catch up because they did leave Bubble Gloop so quickly. So I would say it's definitely in Pika's favor at the moment, but Pika's been struggling here. Oh, they did just get the star though. But even still, that's just a Jiggy inside the tree.
Sloth still has 5 puzzle pieces. He needs like
Yeah.
45 nodes for the next one.
Yeah, so I mean, Sloths is in a position. So for Gobi's Valley, they're going to need a total of 9 Jiggies. So Sloths only needs 4 in Freeze's EP.
4 Jiggies and 45 nodes.
Which notes in Freeze's EP are like hella easy to get. You can get like 70 notes in like 3 minutes easily without trying. So the question is I don't think, I was thinking it's a race in Freeze's Peak. It's actually going to be a race in Gobi's Valley, potentially.
A question is gonna be, Sloths needs to find the puzzle and the level engines in a decent time.
So the Gobi's Valley, well, Sloths already found the entrance to Gobi's Valley. And
Does
the
he
puzzle,
know that the entrance is there?
I mean, he was staring at it for quite a bit. And then the puzzle is really easy to find. It's not hidden away. It's if you open up that 350 note door, it's basically right there.
Yeah, the thing is also just time is starting to run out on them.
Yeah.
We have like 35 minutes left.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully none of them go for 100% freeze easy peak because they actually cannot 100% freeze easy peak easily in time. In fact, I don't know if any of them will be able to 100% freeze easy peak in time, so. All notes in freeze easy peak they could get if they want to try for that, I suppose. Alright, Sloth is ready to catch up. So, should we use this as an opportunity to do our last check-in with everyone?
Alright, sure.
Alright, why don't we see what Sloth's game plan is now that they're in Freeze Easy Peak?
Sure.
Hi, Sloth.
Howdy.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to Freeze Easy Peak.
Yeah.
What's the plan? Is there a plan?
Well, there's 3 goals here. So I guess my plan is to try to get all 3 of them.
Okay.
I think things are looking pretty dire for me, but I think it's still come down. You have like what, half an hour left on time?
35 minutes.
35, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's enough to be able to probably 100% this level.
If that's what you want to go for, sure.
Well, I don't know what else to go for. That's kind of the thing. I don't know what the next level would be. I assume it's probably Gobi's Valley.
Yep, so the next level would be Gobi's Valley. I will say 100%ing this level in 35 minutes might be a little tricky.
Oh.
Is it doable? Yes. Is it easy? I don't know if I would say it's easy. So that's your call to make what you do.
Okay. I'll see as I go along.
Okay.
Alright.
So what other goals are you looking at?
Well, Pika's gotten the collect red present, so I assume that one is probably doable. And then the race Boggy once is probably the other one I'd be looking at to try to do.
Okay.
I don't know who Boggy is, but we'll figure that out.
You might have met him already.
Now, do I have to win the race with Boggy, or do I just have to race Boggy?
I suppose the goal just said, well, I suppose the goal just says race him. I would say you have to win the race.
Okay.
Which,
That's fair.
I'll be honest, it's not that difficult to win.
All right.
Alright. Well, I wish you luck in going for the goals you're going for.
Well, that hurts me. Oh. All right. Well, thank you.
Alright. And we'll see you at the end of the match.
All right.
Good luck. You got this.
Thank you. Thank you, Floa.
I'm not sure about that, honestly. That did not sound very confident, and I'm not very confident either.
Mm-hmm. We'll have to
After
see
hearing that.
what. We'll have to see what the. We'll have to see what the other team's thinking. That's gonna be the big question. So you ready to get yelled at again?
Always.
Oh boy, maybe we just pull in Pika, that way Batman can't yell at us.
That is an idea.
Ooh. Could do that. I won't do that. Be funny though. Alright. Let's check in with them real quick.
Oh my god. So are you freaking serious?
Yes.
Yes,
The
I'm
worst time
freaking
to do
serious.
this.
Wow. You guys have got a great set of timing, don't you?
Always.
You
Yeah.
stream now so I can actually see. I really need to see.
I mean, Pika, you can Discord stream while you're talking with us. That's fine.
I mean, oh, I can? Oh.
Yeah, I don't care.
Thank you.
Okay. So,
Nobody said
Go-
you can't do that.
Okay. Try to get down into his corncob pipe.
the what?
Oh, fuck's
Oh, God.
Oh, that
Okay,
was the
go through that hole. Very carefully go through that hole.
Yeah, I'll carefully go in the hole there.
Yes, okay, we need that
Pika,
too.
have you ever heard the song Frosty the Snowman?
Okay. No, look. He's got this. No, don't jump on the flight pad. Okay, look. He's got
Yeah.
that wooden thing sticking out, right? You see it on the left, down below you?
The stick, the
Yes, the
sticky-
little stick. Yeah, the
Yeah.
little stick. Yeah, you see it? Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't saying jump down to it, but okay.
Oh,
I guess
crap.
now you can walk across it.
Do I?
Yes, very carefully.
Do I? Oh,
There.
there we go.
Holy moly. Okay.
So besides going for the corncob pipe, any other
What?
plans for the last half hour?
Forgot where the friggin' hat thing is.
Well,
Oh, we have to destroy the snowman.
destroy the snowman.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
god, this is the part I was afraid of.
Oh no, I don't like this.
Yeah, I don't like this either. We're gonna detour. We're gonna go do everybody's favor. We're gonna do some boggy racing. So jump down to where that shock pad is, and then just walk down the scarf. All the way down. Oh god, please don't die. Okay, Talon trot down the scarf. This is the wrong one. Shit. Okay. All right. Remember that delayed flight technique I showed you before? Use it to get down safely, please. Oh God! You can't double jump when you Talon trot. Oh my God! Oh, I just watched my life flash before my eyes. Oh God!
I need to recover from this.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so we're gonna go right this time.
Right.
You
Okay.
guys are having
Yes.
fun.
We're trying.
So no, not a snowball. Okay.
Okay, this isn't quite right. But go ahead and heal up real quick.
Yes. No, I
Get
don't want
those
to talk to
musical
the
notes.
band.
Okay,
No.
so, question. Do you guys
Yeah.
have a game plan?
Yes.
No.
Okay, I have a game
Okay.
plan.
Interesting. I will say, for the goal, and I already told this to Sloths, you will have to win the race.
Oh, you
You'll
have to
have to
win the
what?
race?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Winning the race
We have
is
to.
difficult.
Okay, so we have to go to the Mumbo Hut. We should have enough tokens to turn into the walrus, thankfully. You can't race them yet. Pika, go! Pika, leave! Pika, leave!
Yeah. Where do I
Remind
go?
me to
This is-
never have Batman as my helper for a blind bingo ever.
It's comedy. It's comedy. Go
Oh
across
my
there.
God,
Go across there to
just
the legs.
Screaming
Go
at
to the
me.
legs! The legs, Pika, the legs!
Holy
Oh
yeah.
my god, the water's cold!
The legs.
Okay,
You told me the legs.
I think we're gonna
token.
leave you be.
Yeah, I'll Pika, I'm sorry you've had to endure Batman for 2.5 hours.
Pika loves it, don't you, Pika?
Yes, I do. Please save me. Yes, I do.
Pika, blink twice if you need help.
I'm blinking very
Okay,
hard.
stop. Go right.
but I-
Go right. Turn around. Stop. Turn around. Go. Turn around. Turn around. Stop. Stop moving.
Wait.
Okay, go down. That way.
Good,
Yes,
good,
go that way.
good luck with the rest of this.
Thank you.
I'm gonna
Okay.
send you
I
guys
know I
back.
can't see chat, but chat better be popping off when we start this race. You all know what to say. Okay, cross the river.
Cross the river without dying.
Alright.
Okay.
Yes.
Good luck, y'all.
Thank you.
Holy
Alright,
hell.
Alright, so
Never having
while-
Batman be my helper ever.
While we were talking with them, we've missed quite a lot on Sloth's side.
Yeah, what happened? I saw you
Doing
died
a
at one point.
last second finishing the Christmas lights here last second and
cool.
taking a death after.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, but from it kind of sounded like none of them really intended to go to Gobi's Valley. Although, honestly, I have no idea what Pika and Batman do want to do now.
It sounds like they're going to become the Walrus. I had said Seal earlier, Max.
Yeah.
They're going to become the Walrus to do the race for Boggies, their next goal.
Yeah, that's gonna
And then
be
I
their next
think after
goal.
that, they're going to try to defeat the Snowman, which defeating the Snowman is not easy. They also might be going for 100 notes. They're at 75. So that's definitely something they could potentially go for. Sloths is going for the same Jiggy that Pika was kind of struggling with. But is having kind of a hard time with that. Pika has officially become a walrus. Wow, last second again for Sloths. Getting the star there in the tree. Now, here's what's important. So, if Sloths goes for that Jiggy right now in the tree, they will see the red present and grab it. Wait, why did they stop becoming a walrus? Oh, they're getting the notes up there. That's what they're doing. Smart. Oh, Sloths. Oh, Sloths, you're in a bad place. Oh no, Sloths. Uh-oh. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Yep, Sloths is down. That was a bad death. Alright, now Pika's gonna become Walrus. Oh my god, Pika caught the... So whenever you do a transformation, there's about a 1 in 100 chance that you become a washing machine instead, and it just loses you 30 seconds.
Wow.
And Pika just got the washing machine. That is unfortunate. The funny thing is that can be a goal. So you just end up sitting there waiting. Alright, Sloths is going for an easier Jiggy, hitting these 3 buttons here. Nailed all of them. Snowman poops out a Jiggy, and we can go ahead and grab that. Pika's grabbing a bunch of notes in the freezing water now that he's a walrus. So, oh, Pika, be careful. Pika's at 90 notes now, which is a good number. They're missing 10. I'm not positive where they're missing 10. So we will just have to see. But Pika's going to go ahead and grab a little bit more health. And now we're going to go for the Boggy Race.
Alright.
So all you have to do to win the Boggy Race is go through the gates in order and get to the finish line before Boggy. If you fall too far behind, the race will end prematurely. But
Why do I have a feeling
usually
that's
you won't
gonna
fall
happen?
too far behind. It might happen once or twice, but generally the bigger issue here isn't staying ahead of Boggy, it's making sure you go through all of the gates in the order. Because it can be very easy in the second half of the race to just miss a gate. So, like, as you can see here, you kind of zigzag a little. And if you miss a gate, like Pika almost did there, then you have to go back for it, and that's what's going to slow you down. But as you can see, Pika is ahead right now. Pika is doing really solid work. We're about halfway through the race now. Go over the bridge. Over the house. Uh-oh. Okay, yep, save it. We can save it. We're nearing the end, but Pika can catch up. Gotta hang wide right, back wide left. Pika pulled ahead again. Okay. Alright, last little bit of the race here. Boom. Get that? And just like that, Pika wins.
Alright. Alright, yeah, no. I think Pika has this in the back.
Probably. Yeah. Alright. So Pika's gotten 4 Jiggies in a level. Pika's actually, I don't know if Pika even realizes this, but they're about to get one of the easiest Jiggies in the game as well. So right below where they are is a big walrus who is holding a Jiggy, and he looks at Banjo and is like, "You're a stupid bear. I'm not giving you this." But he looks at us as a walrus and is like, "Oh, you're a walrus. Here, have a Jiggy." Wow, another walrus! Take this! Watch out for a smelly brown bear and his ugly bird partner. And it's like, damn, rude much? There's no reason really for us to go inside of here as the walrus. So you can get a honeycomb piece in here as the walrus in the water there to the left. But there's no reason to get that honeycomb. But looks like Pika might go for it. Nope, looks like Pika's not going for it. So yeah, that's all that's down there. Down there. There is a Jinjo in here, but you actually have to come back into this cave as Banjo in order to get it. And for their purposes, there's no reason to get it. Alright. Ooh, Sloths is going to start attacking the snowman. So in order to kill the snowman, you have to use the move in this level, which is the bombing aerial attack that we've seen. And you have to hit the X on their hat. And you have to kill all of them in order to get a Jiggy to spawn on top of the hat. Which is, as you can imagine, annoying. It's very easy to miss, and it's very easy to bomb your way into the floor and take damage. But that was a good hit from Sloths. Another good hit. Nice. I think there's 5 snowmen, but I might be wrong on the number. That looks like a good angle.
Oh my
Nice
gosh.
hit. That's where the other honeycomb is under that snowman. Oh, they're going for the honeycomb. Nope, they're not going for the honeycomb. Nope, they are going for the honeycomb. So what Pika needs to do right now is just stop being a walrus. Being a walrus is not useful at this point. So they've done everything they really needed to with the walrus. So Pika's next move needs to be to attack the snowmen themselves, and even better is to get the rest of the notes beforehand. That way, if they die, they don't have to worry about getting all the notes again. Oh, are these the notes that Pika's missing? Oh, Pika's about to get the rest of the notes so easily. 96? Never mind, they already got those ones. So then, what? So Pika's missing 4 notes. The notes Pika's missing might be the one Sloths is getting right now, then? There's 4 notes around that blue present, and...
Alright,
I don't
Sloths
recall
also
seeing
does
Pika
have
before.
50 tokens now.
Alright, so Sloths can become Walrus, so that's good.
If Sloths knows what to do.
If Sloths knows. I think Sloths is really focusing on killing the snowmen first.
Yes.
Though. I think Sloths... Oh, that's all of them.
Okay.
Sloths did it. Alright,
That's the
now
Jiggy.
Sloths... Alright, now Sloths just has to fly to the top and get the Jiggy from the hat. Instead, they're going to become the Walrus right now. Ooh, okay.
And they,
Sloths
yeah,
is
if they do that
multitasking.
now,
Yeah, they can.
they can also get the red present.
Yeah,
If-
no, Sloths is in a position they can pull ahead.
Yeah, if he's fast
But
enough.
they need to act fast.
That is not how you act fast, Sloths.
Well, they're getting the notes. They're trying to get all the notes, too. It's going to be a question of Pika getting the other 2 reasonable goals in Freeze Easy Peak before Sloths gets all 4 that they need. But Sloths is about to do the Boggy Race, and the red present is very easy to grab. So, like, that's not going to take Sloths a while. If Pika dies here, that would be... Oh! That just
was
opened
a
the door
commentator's curse,
wide
Rob.
for Sloths. Oh my goodness, we have a race.
You just
We have a
cursed
tight
Pika there,
race.
Rob.
Oh yeah, I did.
Cursed him.
Oh yeah, I did. I've died in that exact situation before, so I know what it's like. Oh my goodness, this is a race to 8 goals. Who can get to 8 goals first is going to be the winner.
I'm not sure if this is
Probably.
a race for 8 goals, honestly.
I think it is.
Might also be a race for 7 goals.
It might be. It might be. There's a chance that neither of them get the full 8. They do only have 15 minutes. But if Sloths can manage to stay alive, I think they're in a good position to get all 4. And if Pika hurries, the notes can be quick. Oh boy. This is going to be really interesting. Let's see how Sloths does on the race here. Pika won the race first try. Will Sloths also be able to win first try? Ooh, Pika, you gotta be careful. You want to go fast, but you want to stay alive.
Okay, Sloths is looking good on the race so far. Oh, jeez. It's gonna make it close there. Oh,
No. They just missed it.
Ooh.
Pika's killing the snowman, doing a good job with that. Oh, that wasn't great, Pika. Pika might be in trouble here because Pika's gonna fall into the cold water, take another hit, and Pika's dead again. Now, Pika and Batman are probably thinking that the next goal that Sloths will get will be the red present because that's the first one they got. So it might surprise them that Sloths gets the boggy race first, and that might actually make them even more nervous. Because the red present is so
really
easy to
race,
grab.
honestly. I didn't expect that we'd come down to this.
Yeah. And yet here we are.
Crazy.
Sloths is doing a really solid attempt at the second one. Just don't miss one of these last gates here. There we go. Sloths now has it.
Alright, that's Sloth's 5th goal clicked.
Yeah. Oh, that's not going to work, Pika. All right, grab the Jiggy and then go. Go, 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 Sloths. Go, Sloths. Go, go, go! You need to go! Wow, another walrus!
Watch
Smelly
out,
brown bear
and his bird.
Dude, the number of people in this game who shit talk Banjo and Kazooie, god damn, they don't need to put up with this abuse.
Sloth is also at 75 notes right now.
Yeah, Sloths has been getting notes. Sloths is doing a good job getting the notes. And they have not entered the tree yet, which is where the red present is, and where 12 notes are. So, like, almost half the notes they're missing are right there.
Is this 11 minutes left?
This is... oh my goodness. Did Sloths get the notes in the cold water right? Because if not, they really should grab them right now.
If it comes down to 7 goals, Pika might have the lead, I think. But if it comes down to 8, Sloth has the lead.
There's one other thing I'm not sure of. And the thing that I'm not sure of is when you lose the race to Boggy like Sloths did, the game treats it as almost like a half death in a way. So the notes, as you can see, Sloths kept all their notes. What I'm concerned about is, are the snowmen still dead?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Because if the snowmen are still dead, then Sloths is looking really solid. Alright, yeah, the snowmen are still dead for Sloths.
Why are you viewing the totals?
Maybe seeing how many of the notes they have. Sloths, you cannot afford a death. I mean, neither of them can really afford a death, but...
I am on the edge of my seat, honestly.
Oh, yeah. This is definitely a close battle, and there's only about 9 minutes left.
9 minutes
now.
left is not much, though.
Mm-hmm. Pika just got the last snowman.
Okay.
Pika's gonna go straight for that. Smart. So Pika's gonna be the first to 7.
Yeah, that's
meaning if
kind of
Sloths
what I
does want the
figured.
win, Sloths is gonna need everything. And if Pika gets all the notes before Sloths, then Pika basically locks it.
That's not gonna happen, I think.
It might. But Pika needs to stop dying if that's going to happen. I will say that. So it looks like Sloths is heading to the top of the snowman now to get the Jiggy up there. So Sloths is gonna get goal 6 for them, as well as the notes up here. Ooh, I don't think that's the button they meant to press.
Little scary.
Yeah, you don't want to beak bomb into the hat because you will slide right off. Dude, yep. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Sloths, no. Sloths, no. Oh my goodness, Sloths
He lives.
is alive.
He lives.
Oh my goodness.
He lives. Oh god.
Oh my goodness, Sloths.
Oh god, sloths.
Sloths, you
That is
maniac.
not an ideal place to be.
I just looked over at Chad saying, I don't want to even imagine what's going on with Batman and Pika in voice right now. Batman is screaming at Pika probably, and I'm like, yep, probably. Alright, go here! Do this! Go, Pika, go! Oh my god.
Pika, no!
As though anyone needs that panic. Sloth needs to get back on top of that hat, get the Jiggy, get the notes, get in the tree, get those notes, get the present, and then there's only a couple of notes.
Sloths, you're running out of time.
I think Sloths doesn't know how to get in the tree. I think that's what Sloths is trying to figure out, is how do I get in the tree?
Yeah, it's Pika's race to lose. I will agree on that.
Yes, it is Pika's race to lose. Pika's got the lead. As long as Sloths doesn't screw this up.
Sloths is definitely closer to 8 goals than Pika, but I'm not sure he can do it in time.
Yeah, especially because Sloths is not going a good direction. There's 2 big places Sloths needs to get to. The first is back on top of that hat to get the notes. And the second is inside of the tree. And I don't think Sloths knows that that's what they need to do right now. Pika, meanwhile, is going into the tree to get those notes right now. Is Sloths... Sloths is going somewhere.
Where are you going, Sloths?
I think Sloths is looking around for something.
Oh god, nope. Sloths Pika has this. I don't see Sloths getting everything in 5 minutes.
Yeah. I think it's
unfortunate.
I think Sloths could tie it up, but the tiebreak rules, whoever marks their last goal first would win. And in this case, that would be Pika at 7-7. Alright. Sloths is giving the kids presents, which is not what he wants to be doing right now.
Sloths.
Sloths has the green and blue present, but doesn't have the red one. The red one's the only one they're missing.
Oh god. If we were running this like 10 minutes longer, I think Sloths would win.
Might win. It's possible, yeah. Oh, Sloths is getting into the tree.
And you see there's
that is where the red present is.
Well, I think... Okay, so the notes are probably the ones in the tree on top of the hat. and those ones around there.
Oh, sloths!
Okay,
It's
well,
over.
it's over. It's over. GG.
Yeah. Sloths can't get all the notes in time. I think they know that. I think they've, like, well, that's up. But 7-7, really close race between the two of them.
Yeah.
Will Pika be able to get the notes in time? Maybe. So we'll let it run out because I'm curious if Pika can get all the notes in time. They're at 74 now. But that means they have 26 to go. Here's another 3, so that's 23 to go. But they have less than 3 minutes now. Pika, you're not going to be able to do the second race. You don't want to do the second race. The second race, you have to race him as Banjo, and you need an ability from Gooby's Valley, which is why 100% FP was kind of off the table. Pika going around getting notes as Walrus is not an advised move.
Okay. Pika needs 9 more notes.
Well, if they know where they are, then they might be able to go quick.
I don't even know what they are missing.
There's 4 of them. The 4 around the blue
Okay.
here. 92, 93.
5.
Is it the 5 right here? Nope. So where are the 5? Are the 5 in the back here? Because there are 5 notes behind the plant here. But it looks like they already got those notes.
Can't get into the tree as a walrus.
No, you can't get in. But there's 12 notes there. They would have gotten all of them or none of them, so it's not in the tree. It's up here! That's 4 of them. They're going to be missing 1. They're at 99 notes.
Oh.
Oh, no. They missed 1 note somewhere, and I don't know where.
Oh, that's it.
Well,
GG.
GG's. And time. Alright, should we go ahead and pull them all in?
Oh, well, let's do that, please.
Oh my god, did we win?
Per the tie rules, whoever marks the last goal first wins. So yes, Pika marked goal 7 first. So Pika would have the victory here.
Sloth, how many musical notes do you have right now?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
Sloth,
We were so
Sloths died
scared.
with like 80
I was having
something.
with the controls of my emulator. I definitely could have 8 goals right now if I actually could figure out how to shoot the eggs out of my butt.
What? Where are you?
Well, there's all notes in like the second level, and I had 97 of them. The last ones needed me to like.
yeah, Sloth was really close to having all notes in Treasure Trove Cove.
It was also really close
That's
to
a
getting
goal?
all notes in.
Oh, there
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, we were, but I died, so we just gave up.
That's right.
This one, I'll just like to disclaimer that for right now, where we are in the Freezy peak, we've got 99 notes. Just the last one.
We have no idea where it is. We missed one somewhere.
Yeah, we were actually looking at a really close race here because Sloths, Brightman, when he collected the red present, unfortunately, also died with like 80-something notes. And yeah, it was really close. Like, if Sloths hadn't died, he might have gotten those 100 notes.
Oh god.
Yeah, it was real close.
We were looking at a really close race here, and we're at the edge of our seats.
So, I will ask this to Sloth first. As my fellow competitor, what was your favorite part of doing this match?
Oh, I have no idea what my favorite part was. Probably when I stopped being lost was probably my favorite part.
There was a good 15-minute period where both of you were so lost in the main hub. And it was quite interesting.
Was it trying to figure out how to unlock Freezy Peak?
That was part of it for some of you.
Yeah. I'd forgotten where the painting was.
You guys, it was really interesting. It looked for a second there, Sloths, that you might pull ahead at the last second, but having that death in Freezy unfortunately really hurt you.
Holy.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. I'm not as upset at that one as the one on the that second level, the beach. Like,
yeah,
I felt like it was like, I just didn't know how I could progress there without knowing the tech.
Generally, what we concluded, like from our commentary here, that you are probably the better player, Sloths.
Oh, that's definitely not difficult to do.
And if you had someone by your side, this race would have probably been very one-sided.
Probably.
Yeah, I think if I had someone who could just, like, even slightly guide me in the right direction, I think I could have done a lot better.
Yeah. But, you know, it was so entertaining to watch you guys go through this.
You should have heard when you first flipped us over. My first thing to Pico was, "All right, how much am I yelling at you?" And he was like,
The last
I was like, "Jump, Pika, jump!"
the last 15 minutes of the match was just chat going like, "Man, I'd hate to be Pika right now and have Batman screaming at me."
It was all in jest.
It's
all part of the bit.
I confirm there was a lot of screaming going on through the entire 3 hours, but I wouldn't change it any other way.
There was a lot of screaming on my side as well, but more directed towards myself after I realized, I shouldn't have left that level because I actually still need stuff from it. And I gotta do it all again.
I think we were both screaming at the Clanker's Cavern, trying to get those stupid air bubbles. Me and Pika were both equally screaming at that point.
Oh god, I'm gonna have trauma from that from that goal.
Yeah.
Why does the swimming suck so much in this game?
I know, right?
The swimming controls are pretty jank. Both of you kind of struggled with freeing Clanker, but it seemed like Sloths got a handle on it a little quicker than you, Pika. When you came back, though, it was like you were almost a different person, because the first time you tried doing it, you were struggling hard, left a Bubble Gloop Swamp, and then came back, and then you just nailed it. I was like, oh shit, nice. But no, you guys did really solid. I'm curious if either of you considered just flat out not even putting in the puzzle pieces for Bubble Gloop Swamp.
That involves me knowing that I shouldn't go there.
I mean, I did imply to you, and I did tell you that there was no goals there.
I knew you said that, and then, I just saw the ping, and it's like, this looks swampy, but what if it's not the swamp?
This looks swampy. But what if it's not the swamp?
The only reason we were in the swamp was because we needed jiggies and notes, which thank God we did stay there for a little bit because we had just enough jiggies to unlock Freezy Peak.
But the thing is that if you had never put the notes into the swamp portrait to begin with, you would have also had enough for Freezy ZP.
Yeah, didn't realize it was a swamp picture until after he had already put them in. I was like, oh, this is not the right painting. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
then
ended
there
up
was
being fine because both of you did it. So.
yeah, then there was this whole unskippable game over cutscene, which was quite annoying as well. Then loading the wrong save file, so having to
Oh
quit
yeah,
again.
why did you save and quit when you did?
So that was meant to be a speed strat because when you save and quit anywhere in the game, it always drops you off right at the beginning of Grunty's lair. So the strat was to go all the way back to unlock the painting to get to Freezy Peak. Didn't realize you couldn't skip the cutscene the first time.
Yeah.
And then the Pika loaded the wrong save file, so we had to almost had to watch it again. We were panicking, like, are we gonna have to watch this cutscene again? Like,
we did notice that.
Yeah.
I panicked for a second because when you loaded the wrong save, I was like, oh my god, did they somehow lose all their data? And then I remembered, I was like, no, wait, Pika definitely wasn't on save file 1 when we started. It was on 2 or 3.
Yo.
Yeah, it was save file 2.
Yeah.
It was meant to be a seed strat, and it took too long.
Mm-hmm. Any other thoughts or questions? I'm trying to think. I know at one point, Batman, you were saying, all right, yeah, our goal is to get to Gobi's Valley and then Rusty Bucket Bay. And I'm like, that is an ambitious goal.
Yeah, it was a little ambitious. When we finally got to Freezy Peak, I was like, you know what? Rusty Bucket's not happening. Forget this.
Yeah. Especially because you guys were struggling with Freezy Peak and the levels only get harder and harder, so.
Yup. Yeah, Rusty Bucket Bay is my personal least favorite level in the game, and I was not looking forward to trying to guide Pika through it.
I think my least favorite is probably Click Clock Wood, so.
I love Click Clock Woods, though. The music's amazing. The music is the only thing that doesn't make me lose my sanity.
Batman, do you speedrun Kazooie at all?
No, I just played it a lot as a kid.
Speedrun Kazooie and then tell me you like Click Clock Wood.
That's fair.
All right. You know
what? That's actually fair.
One death in Click Clock Wood loses like 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's actually fair and valid.
It is so ridiculous. And guess who dies all the time there? This guy. But it was funny because in the first like 15 minutes, I said to Flo, I said, yeah, neither of them should die in Mumbo's Mountain. Every level after that, though, we will be seeing a lot of death. I was like, starting with Treasure Trove Cove is when the game is like, oh, fuck you.
I didn't die in Treasure Trove Cove.
You might not have. I know Pika did once or twice.
Yeah. Pika, I kept trying to convince him, like, go get health. He's like, no, I got this, and then got snipped.
Yeah.
Oh, that last death in the Treasure Cove was painful. That was...
Sloth got really close to dying to Snipper, and then nearly died to the crabs inside of Snipper.
Yeah.
That whole section, me and Flo are just losing our shit, like, Sloths, no. I don't know what's been crazier, the times you guys died or the times you didn't. I think one of the craziest close calls was Sloths at the top of the hat in Freezy Peak. Barrage into the ice cube, slide off the top of the hat, fall all the way down, and somehow you survive.
Yeah. Usually you can still fly after, but I think I grabbed the Jiggy at the same time. I was like, yeah, you're not flying anymore.
Oh my goodness. No, I think it's because after you hit the jiggy, because you can get jiggies mid-flight. I think the issue was after you got the jiggy, you hit the top of the hat, which ended your flight.
Oh, somehow I
You
snuck away
carried,
with
but you
that.
carried momentum and slid off, is what I think happened. Oh boy. You guys, it was so entertaining to watch. I am so happy that we had this happen. Again, this is not a bingo board on Bingo Sync. I just happened to know that this board existed. So, yeah, I'm happy about that. I am in talks to try to get this board on Play Bingo, but I want to make sure that the guy who made the boards chill with it first. But I don't see why they wouldn't be.
I want to give a big shout out to Pink Batman. Well, actually, I think I could just say I want to give a big shout to Batman.
Why not? Batman gave big shouts to you.
Yeah. Because Batman was doing a very, very, very good job at trying to direct me, who was clueless, aimless, very bad at this game, as you all have seen. And I don't think, I definitely would have not won if not for playing Batman. So yeah, I'm very thankful.
Yee.
Now, Rob, let me tell you about the pain I had trying to set this game up.
Oh no.
So, I didn't know what my keybinds were on the emulator when I first started. So I go into the game and I just mash through what buttons is telling me at the start. I didn't realize if you ask for his help, he's not going to actually like give you the abilities. So I'm trying to figure out why none of my moves work for like an hour. And I don't have these moves. So I restart the game. He gives me the abilities at the start, and then I have no idea what I'm doing because now Buttons is like, "You said you didn't need my help. I'm not going to help you anymore."
You're saying this is not during the match, but
not during the match, before the match.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure like all my controls worked. I was ready to go, And then Buttons was like, "Yeah, I'm not going to help you." So I was like, "All right, I'm just going to go on to speedrun.com, learn how to skip through the tutorial as quick as possible." And then I'll just do that tomorrow when I don't need it. And then I started going down this rabbit hole of whatever the like Furnace Fun moves was. And it's like, oh yeah, you need to have this set up if you're gonna play the game.
No.
And I started panicking. I was like, I have to beat everything.
Setting up a file for Furnace Fun moves as someone who has done it before is the biggest pain in the ass. It's just not worth for your purposes. I did notice the sloth that you must have done a little bit of research in speedrunning things because you got all the honeycombs in Spiral Mountain for the 1 extra health.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Well, all right. Well, you didn't need those honeycombs. You got them. Pika didn't.
Oh, I thought he needed it for 100%.
No, you don't need them.
I very quickly shouted at Pika. Like Pika was like, "Oh, I know there's a honeycomb over here." I was like, "Don't do it, Pika. We don't need those. We're going for speed."
If only.
I mean, who knows? Maybe in the end, those honeycombs would have helped you.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I know there were times. There was at least one time where I was like, "Now you see, Sloths is not 1 health here. If this was Pika, he'd be dead." Because Sloths just had 1 extra health bar. Getting those honeycombs at the start only takes like 45 seconds extra. So honestly, for a blind bingo, it probably is worth it, Sloth. So it probably was a good call to get them. But I just thought it was interesting. I thought you had done that on purpose as safety, not thinking that you needed them.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know what they did.
Oh, they gave you an extra health.
I just thought I had 6 health to start with. I didn't realize I only was supposed to have 5.
No, you start with only 5. That's even funnier. But yeah, nice job, everyone. We now have. I should know this. we now have Team Wilhelm Scream up 2-1.
There you go.
I figured it out. So next match, let's take a look at what we're doing next match.
Alright. So
We have Mason against Devil, Super Mario Galaxy 2.
I can't believe you're letting the
Oh, dear
two
God.
Mario runners give them a Mario game.
Well,
What
it's
is
funny.
this?
So it's funny. Both of them are Sunshine Bingo players. Both of them have done Odyssey Bingo. Neither of them have done any Galaxy Bingo at all. Not Galaxy 1, not Galaxy 2. So I think this is going to be a situation where they're going to get a lot of goals, especially because unlike the other matches so far, Galaxy 2 Bingo actually is done from a completed file.
Oh, shit.
So they're going to have a lot of options, free reign to do whatever the hell they want. And I think it's going to be a match where we're going to see a lot of goals done instead of a small number. But yeah, it'll be two Mario experts in the Mario game that they're not as familiar with. I forget which of them told me this, but one of them told me, because I had to check in with them about the files. One of them told me, yeah, I haven't touched a Galaxy game in like 7 years. So, despite being Mario players, they aren't necessarily Galaxy. But I love Galaxy, and I think Galaxy 1 gets a lot of love, but Galaxy 2, we're going to bring on the chaos with Galaxy 2. So, there we go.
I feel like
That's
Rob's trying to set up a 1545 bingo here with all the games he's choosing.
It's something I did think about is the fact that this is two 1545 games in a row. I wasn't planning on it being like that, but it just kind of happened. But yeah. Also, I am not positive if we have confirmation on who match 5 is, particularly from your team, Floha.
You might have a point there, because I don't know
So
either.
I need
That
to
is not
figure
my
that out.
problem.
But as soon as I know who the two runners are for match 5, I will make an announcement in the Discord. Maybe it'll be Floha, maybe it won't be Floha. Who knows?
I'm pretty sure it's typing. I'm pretty sure it's typing.
Well, I'm gonna double check.
Wait, yeah, check with.
I'm gonna double
Prosaic.
check just to make everything
Yeah,
the same.
good.
But,
Make sure to check with Prosaic
Yeah.
if they are alive again.
Hopefully.
They
So, yeah.
went to bed at like noon their time, so
Interesting.
yeah.
Alright.
Anyways,
Alright. So I will double check. Alright. See y'all another time.
yeah, I don't really found something good to rate.
Why?
No, it's like I haven't really found anything.
How dare
In
you?
terms of bingo content, I don't know what's going on. Aren't Zelda speedruns doing an event at the moment? Or I vaguely saw something about that.
Let me check.
Y'all have a wonderful night.
Yeah, of course. You too.
Bye-bye.
Well, they're alive at least, so might as well.
Sure, why not?
All right. I don't know what they're doing, but they're probably doing something.
Okay.
So go send them some love.
Yeah.
And we'll see you all next week for match 4. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.